Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's been a minute. Everyone's gotten the plague, the regular plague, and not the COVID plague. And it's just generally been a hot sec. Happy New Year! It is
Merry
2020.
Merry Crisis. Happy New Year.
Merry Chrysler and a happy Toyotathon to all. How have you not heard Happy New Year before?
Because I'm not cool like the rest of you. I live in like
Bucky puts it in the chat every year.
Okay, well,
I don't remember.
In fairness, I was barely looking at the chat.
Is it appropriate to wish a happy Honda car, or is that appropriation because I'm not Jewish?
Oh,
Happy Honda Days.
That's what it is. Happy Honda Days.
I don't think that's appropriative. That's just being loving. What popped up on my laptop?
That was distressing. I didn't.
I don't know what it was.
Is everything okay? Is the computer doing something?
The computer.
Ollie's been hacked.
I've not been hacked.
They used your Netflix password to steal your bank account information.
You're so funny.
Hacking, I get it.
You don't actually have to fake cough. You will cause Dally enough auditory nightmares all by yourself.
That is true. I will.
I appreciate it for the joke, though.
Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Forbidden Key.
Anyway, Happy New Year.
And happy Honda Days and Toyotathon and, all the other holidays.
Yeah.
Do not eat dice at my table.
I do not put them in my mouth.
He held up one of his dice to me and whispered Tide Pod.
It's Tide Pod dice. I have Tide Pod dice.
Do not eat dice at my table.
I am not going to eat the dice. I don't own sugar dice.
That just worries me more.
What? That's his thing?
Yeah.
Do you ever think about how all sugar cubes are just D6s?
How dare you?
Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Fuck.
I mean, if you carve numbers into them.
Sorry.
Who wants to catch me up on where we were last time?
We accidentally forgot to keep in touch with Janie the whole time, and she thought we were dead.
She didn't think we were dead. The rest of the guild was sure we were dead, but
Janie hadn't come to terms with it yet. She knew in her heart we were gone.
Yeah.
She believed in us.
Isn't that
beautiful? Isn't that beautiful?
Call your parents, folks. As long as they're, nice, supportive parents.
Yeah, I just have in my notes, we didn't call Janie the whole time, and then in all capitals, very large words, 2 exclamation points, Claude.
In Claude's defense, he wouldn't even think to call his own mother, let alone Janie.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone her actual mother. What? What'd you say about Crozy?
Tam thought Crozy was a ghost.
Yeah, that was great.
And then we did some shopping, and then we heard screams.
Yeah, a lot of yesterday. A lot of the last session was shopping. There was also, we did kind of flashback, and we kind of bonded with Conjurationist Madolkin a little bit while we were on the boat.
Yes.
She makes excellent tarts.
Yes.
She does the tattoos.
She does do the tattoos. She does the magical tattoos. It's like basically enchanting a person.
Yeah. Which is super rad.
Yeah. Rook got more things than anyone else, again. Because that's the Rook we know and love.
I spent everything on one suit of armor, but now I can stealth.
Karin got his dream armor. Karin, you're a... God, I keep getting it mixed up. You're either a rogue in full metal armor or a paladin in stealthy armor. And I can't remember which
paladin
it is.
In stealthy armor.
Right.
I think he just wants to not beef every single stealth check.
Yes.
Honestly, fair. Well, yeah, because you've got disadvantage with your old armor. So this is nice new shiny armor, and it's way tankier, right? Your AC's like 18 now? Yeah, that's worth paying for.
I can't use the shield because I do two-handed.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out if I failed to update my inventory gold. How much gold? We got like 2,000 or 3,000 gold each.
2,000 from the platinum bars and 500 from the actual quest.
Yeah, 2,000 each from yeah.
And then I had some gold before.
Yeah, Janie gave us 500 each, and we felt even worse.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, how much would you have given us if we had stayed in touch? So we were all in.
We died.
500 each.
We're all in various. We're all like kind of scattered throughout the market, if I remember correctly. Rook was getting some nice capes or cloaks from that nice man who adores Snowdrop.
I thought Rook was in the magic item shop.
I was in the trinket shop at the end of the session.
Okay.
I did spend a lot of time in the clothing store. Negotiating over the price of cloaks of protection.
And why does it matter where you were at the end of the session?
Because there was screaming. We all heard screaming coming from somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it was the trinket shop.
It was the trinket shop.
Oh, yes, it was the trinket shop. Yeah.
So there's screaming coming from where Rook is. So presumably Rook and whoever else is there will be the first on the scene. I think I'm over in the potion shop, maybe, after having snuck some things back to the guild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I was off eating a turkey leg.
Good. Big old turkey leg.
It's me.
Where were Clud and Mallow?
Thanks.
Last I recall, Clud had gone looking for and found Rook, because he wanted to give Rook a useless trinket.
Oh, that's right. They were both being adorable.
Green glass.
Yeah. And so I think Clud is with Rook, or at least near Rook at this point.
What about Mallow?
Mallow's player did not write down where they were at the end of the session.
Well, because near the end of the session, you and Snowdrop were talking to the fashion guy because he was painting Snowdrop.
I'm going to say it's the fashion guy because I don't have any other information in here.
Really?
You can't rush perfection. You're still waiting for the portrait to be done.
Portrait of Snowdrop in her beautiful armor.
The muse.
I just have. I know I am not Fallout 4 way more than anyone else here, but I just think about the mod where Dogmeat gets a bulletproof vest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And imagining Snowdrop in a bulletproof vest, with the dog smile. Going, yeah.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. So, you all, Rook most of all, hear an ear-splitting shriek. Rook, you look over to the specialty Harvest Festival section, where the trinket shop owner has set up a brand new display of toys for children.
Ooh.
And there you see shrieking with a bleeding gash across her face. A small, you think maybe Ganassi child, and a little animatronic owl bear that has just clearly been dropped, and it's standing up onto its hind legs getting ready to slash again. And all the children around her are also screaming, their toys also having come to life suddenly.
Oh,
Are you
no.
fucking kidding me? Not this again.
Okay.
No,
This one I feel is better. Okay. Rook is going to. This is inside the trinket shop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rook is going. Are there any other adults around?
Yes, there are several. It looks like maybe not like quite the correct ratio of parents to children, but like these children have definitely come with like either a parent or a friend's parent.
Okay.
Most of the parents are as shocked as you are and kind of standing back in horror. There's like 3 adults to maybe 8 kids.
Okay.
And I am going to go ahead and have everyone roll for initiative first.
Cool.
Fair.
Natural 20, baby!
I can't believe you've taken one of my favourite childhood fantasies of toys coming to life and turned it against us.
Well, Allie did it first.
Allie did do it first.
I did wonder, based on all your reactions, I did wonder if this is something that had happened in Monster of the Week.
Yes.
Oh,
Monster of the Week was
Yeah.
was already haunted because they're like porcelain dolls from an antique store.
Now she's just added the little animatronic.
Porcelain dolls that I have to say, my character spent like 2 months being extremely suspicious of and warding heavily.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And
I'm
I'm just like,
It's worked.
that's
I love
true.
porcelain
Until someone-
dolls. I love porcelain dolls. The more haunted, the better.
I need a pen and paper.
Oh, no.
Ideally,
Hold on.
a little pad of paper.
I have a piece of paper.
A piece of paper is fine.
Hold on a second, you can borrow my pen.
So sorry about this auditory experience for everybody.
Is there not another pen in there?
Okay, check.
I can't find it. I looked.
I chucked a nice pen in there.
I know.
I swear to
So
God.
did you guys 17?
Didn't I give you that nice pen to write your official form with?
What'd you get? Oh, no, it's in the living
A 13.
room. Horrible.
Stuff to do to me.
Anyways, the nice pen is the one I've been using.
Okay, so everyone's rolled.
Yep.
Rook, you got a natural 20.
Yes, plus
Nice.
3, so 20.
Okay. 19 to 17.
Yes, hello, 19. No, 18, sorry.
And
17.
17.
What do you add to it?
You
Should
add
be a-
Your
dex.
dexterity.
Plus 2?
Yep.
Okay, then I have
Wait. Go back. Then right there, plus 2.
What'd you get?
a 15.
I got 16.
Okay. 15 for Mala.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's everybody. The toys rolled an 11.
Doing their best.
Pop another cough drop.
Good call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had like a light cough the last couple of days. Just a light one.
Just a little cough as a treat.
Did you know that you're a filthy liar?
Can we just lie sometimes for fun?
So, anyways,
We're gay. Let's do crime.
Rook, you are closest to the scene, and also you go first. Everyone else, the number of stores away you are is the number of rounds it will take you to get there. No one will take more than 3. I can't remember what fucking stores all of you are in. I know potion shop, clothing store. Clothing store is 2 away, potion shop is next door.
I was at the meat stalls.
Okay, we're gonna say that's the full 3 rounds because it's right at the entrance.
Yeah.
I was close to Rook. I don't remember like if I ever specified like being right with him or not.
Did you give me the trinket at the clothing place?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
God.
And then I went to the Trinket store because I was like, oh my gosh, a Trinket store.
Yeah. So let's say I'm at the clothing place, just like kind of idling, or until I hear the screams.
Okay, so that will be 1 round of movement for Crozu. You can arrive there this round, but you won't be able to do anything. Flood and Mallow, you will arrive next round and then be able to do stuff on the 3rd round. And Karin, you will arrive on the 3rd round.
Got it.
Okay. Unless if you have a way to boost your speed, obviously these can be negotiated, but
I mean, if I can justify rolling athletics.
I actually think like my flight is I didn't write it down on my sheet.
You could Google it.
Yeah, I think my flight is about double my like ground movement speed. So like,
I will allow you to roll athletics since you're the furthest away,
okay,
and also arguably the most strong.
You're swole.
Right.
A swole boy.
Movement.
Okay. So, Rook,
Mm-hmm.
you see this. 2 of the parents are diving for cover, and the 3rd is also sort of charging towards the kids.
Okay. I would like to use free action, I guess? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
To look at the parents who are diving for cover and tell them to
I should specify they're not diving for cover so much as diving for their individual kids to pull them to cover.
Yeah.
They're not like ignoring the situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell them they're kind of already started doing it, but I want to remind them that there's other children there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just yell at them and tell them, get the kids out the door. I'm gonna go for the owlbear first. I'll interpose myself.
Okay. Are you going? Okay, the owlbear was in this child's arms, is now like immediately in front of the child. Are you knocking the kid away or the owlbear away to interpose yourself?
I will.
How sensible is Rook?
Because what I will tell you is the kid will not resist being knocked away, but you may bump the kid some more.
Can I gently push the kid behind me?
In your haste?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
wing, catch him with my wing.
Gentle.
If you do that,
haste?
it will take, I will say, your full bonus action to make sure that you're like doing it safely.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack the thing. I'm just gonna go up next to the kid, roll up next to the kid.
Okay. So you're.
Wait, will the kid give me flanking?
No.
What?
It's
Can someone submit that to D&D out of context?
Yep, I'm already on it as soon as.
It's a 7-year-old child. It will not give you.
Spunky? I don't know.
Okay.
So 7-year-old.
So number one.
Does the kid give me flanking?
It's a 7-year-old child. Number 2, you know that my house rule on flanking is that someone has to be in the front and someone has to be actually in the back out of eyesight and not 2 people next to each other.
Yeah.
So unless you are choosing to attack this owlbear from the back and leave the 7-year-old child who is already bleeding exposed to the animatronic owlbear.
I just thought I'd ask. You never know. You gotta put yourself out there and get ready for rejection. But like every once in a while, okay, I'll stop being Chad now. Yeah, I would like to attack the owlbear very much. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to punch it with my fist.
Okay.
Badly. I'm going to punch it with my fist. Is a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit the owlbear.
Yes. Okay. And that is... So sorry. So that's 5 damage. Flurry of blows.
Just letting everyone know, I did submit the quote to D&D, out of context D&D.
Thank you for this important update.
blows to make sure I'm doing it right. Is like it. So sorry. Yeah, I'm doing flurry of blows, and as long as I'm assuming that does not destroy.
No, but you hear like the crack of fantasy plastic, magical polymer.
Yeah, magical polymer.
And the owl bear's like inner guts kind of go, and it's moving a little more jerkily.
Okay.
Would you say it's organic polymer?
I would not.
No, Bucky, because it's not a penguin.
Point.
Okay.
I think this will hit. It's a 18.
18 definitely hits.
Okay. That's going to be 7 damage.
Okay. The owl bear is destroyed. You kick off like the head part of the owl bear and leave the rest of it kind of fallen over and sparking.
Nice.
The little girl that you've just rescued kind of sits down and just like is like overwhelmed by the moment, and you see her go like, and she starts crying, but she is safe for the moment.
Cool. I would like to is there like a clear path for her to get like somewhere safe?
No, because of the other kids were like surrounding her because hers went off first. So they're like being kind of pulled away by parents, but it's still kind of a mob in there.
Okay.
She is light enough that I would allow you to pick her up and fly a very short distance with her at like half movement speed.
Okay. Do I still have movement?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Well, I was in the store, so
yeah.
I couldn't have moved.
I'm gonna say you have half your movement left. Let's say.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to.
I considered doing minis with this one, and then decided it was too many random minis on the table.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I'm gonna pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someplace within 10 feet of me that is like, could I get her like behind a counter or?
Yeah, I'm
gonna.
I
don't want to put a 7-year-old up in a rafter.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, she's distressed. She will fall off the rafter.
I'm not distressed, and I would fall off the rafter.
Yeah. You can get her. I will say you can get her kind of behind the shelf with the toy display.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm cold. Bucky's just like that.
I don't want to feel left out.
I'm cold and I want to be warm, so I'm covering my head.
Yeah.
Bucky is just like this.
You can get her behind the shelf with the toy display. Okay. The drawback of that is you will not be able to see her if something else attacks her. Your other option is you can move her like over the crowd 10 feet towards the door. There is no guarantee that she has the presence of mind to run out of it, and it's still like out in the open.
Is one of the other adults within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the woman who was like vaulting over stuff to get to the kid, and also kind of looking at her, you notice like she is also a Genasi and has kind of like vaguely similar coloring to this child. It is probably her biological kid.
I will fly to her then to give her her child.
Okay.
I will. Yeah. So I'll scoop up the child. And I'll say, it's gonna be okay. And I'll swoop over.
Rolls in that one on persuasion.
Listen.
I will not make you roll because I know how that goes for you.
I try so hard. And all the animals hate me.
Ain't got so far. But in the
anyway, I'll kind of skid to a halt by the mom, and I'll kind of proffer the child.
The mom immediately scoops her up in one arm, and the mom is actually going to use her action to reach out and cast Mage Hand, and try to grab at what looks like another little like like it's kind of a slithery robot drake.
Oh, sick.
That is attempting to like wind its way around another kid. And it's on the floor.
Do you need me to get it?
Yeah, I need that.
Sort of that.
She is unsuccessful. The Drake winds out of the mage hand's grip. But she has her kid on one hip and she is clearly doing her best to help defend the others.
Sick. Okay, I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. Krozu, it is your turn. Do you have any way to get there in faster than 6 seconds?
I'm figuring I'm taking the dash action already to get there.
Yes, that's correct. I have assumed you all will be taking the dash action.
Honestly, I don't think, without knowing exactly what's going on, Krozu wouldn't expend any spell slots until they got there and had the lay of the situation, so I'm going to say no. I'm just arriving and taking in the scene on my turn.
Okay. There are a bunch of screaming kids. There's a bunch of very violent-looking toys. Most of them are made out of, like, brightly colored alchemical polymers. They don't look especially lifelike, but it's very clear what they're representations of.
Okay.
There's bits of owl bear littering the floor, and you also see I will say you see a drake and and what looks like sort of a like fluffy, cute slime at sort of a moment's glance. There are several other toys, but those are the ones that you like immediately take in.
Can I clock how many children are left in wind up toy range?
There are about 5 left within range. There's a few people trying to sort of grab kids and like herd them out, but it's a process that it's a combination of kids who've decided that they're going to fight the toys because they've seen adults trying to fight the toys, and kids who are just like too panicked to really be coherent.
Okay.
So
Krozu is taking this information in and will act on it next turn.
Okay. Clud, do you have a way to get there faster than 12 seconds?
My flight speed is double that of my standard walking speed. So can I get there in the next turn instead of the turn after?
Yes, I will allow it.
Cool. So he will fly as fast as he can towards danger.
Okay. You arrive and kind of come like skidding into the room right behind Krozu.
Cool.
You will be able to act next turn. Karin.
Can I roll athletics?
Yes.
Use greenie. Fuck you.
Yeah, bud.
It's a 9.
Okay. I'm
being too delicate with my turkey leg.
Yeah, you dash as quickly as you can, but you were way over by the meat carts. You're doing your best.
You're taking the bite, and there's juice dribbling down your chin. You don't want the juice to get away, so you gotta.
I don't want to drop my turkey leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I should actually have my phone out so I can see when people message me. Yeah. You are currently set to get there on turn 3. I will allow you to roll athletics again next turn.
Cool.
Mallow,
I do not have a way to get there faster.
Okay. You and Snowdrop are charging in. You will arrive next turn. Okay. The Drake is wound around this little kid. He looks to be a human boy of maybe 6 or 7. And you watch him as he kind of like freaks out and starts trying to push the Drake's face away from his face, and the Drake lets out a gout of fire. He has successfully avoided it like burning his face. But it's clear that his hand is hurt from pushing it away. Hello?
I was looking at you.
And she looked at her. She looked at her.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that.
There was a couple other kids who have been dragged away from where a little blink dog and a displacer beast are kind of forming up back to back in the center of this like mob, and you see the blink dog kind of like hopping around the displacer beast going like roof poof roof poof.
Like a cute way or like a
it is menacing, but the bark is adorable. Unfortunately, the bark was programmed to be kind of adorable, but like it's clear that it is what it is doing is defending the displacer beast from like flanking attacks. Mm-hmm. And the displacer beast,
what a good dog,
reaches out like previously kind of cute pink tentacles, and you see needles just like chunk out of the ends.
Thanks, I hate it.
Just like a real displacer beast.
Mm-hmm. Is that what displacer beasts have?
Yeah, they're like panthers with weird tentacles on their backs, and the purple. Tentacles have needles.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. They were like my brother's favorite monster in.
That's concerning.
3.5.
That's very concerning. Your brother should go to therapy about that.
I also use displacer beasts.
You should go to therapy about that.
I like blink dogs.
Hell yeah.
You're valid.
Sharp
and you don't
kitty.
need to go to therapy about that.
Sharp kitty.
In my defense for when I said good dog, the dog is doing what it's supposed to be doing in this specific case.
It is good at being a dog.
It's good at being a dog.
It's
like the time that a dog one-shot me in Fallout 4 and Hannah said good dog because it was just so good at doing its job.
He's just doing his best.
It was a good dog. It was trying its hardest. Speaking of trying its hardest, the ooze is attempting to crawl up the leg of the orc kid who previously had it, and it's a very like fluffy pink ooze. It's got like sprinkles mixed in, like it's very
cutesy.
It's very like Gen Alpha slime grab bag.
Yeah.
And the orchid is just like repeatedly stomping on it. The ooze is not winning.
I'm so proud of that kid.
But you do see the ooze kind of like every time the kid stomps on it, it like lights up a little bit. Again, it doesn't seem to be fire or anything, but it definitely has some sort of glow capability.
Concerning.
It's just going bloop,
bloop. And as the kid kind of like kicks out another time, the ooze goes, "Friendship is magic!" And you all, everyone who's in the shop sees a bright flare.
No!
And I need you all who are here. I believe that is Clud, that is Krozu, and that is Rook.
Yep.
All of you, I want you to make a... let's say it's a Constitution saving throw to avoid being blinded for the next round.
Did we just get Sonic Rain-boomed?
Yes.
Incredible. I rolled a 20.
For this?
17.
Unnatural.
17 passes. You're fine. You just kind of like shield your eyes at the last second.
Oh, I have cloak protection. Okay, I have Constitution +1, so that's +2. And it's not one of my boys. So it's an 11.
And 11 just barely passes.
Yeah.
Krozu, how'd we do?
Oh, I got an unnatural 20.
All right, yeah, that definitely passes. Krozu cannot be blinded, cannot be distracted.
Extremely powerful, cool badass.
You also notice that the ooze smells a little bit like cake batter as it's being stomped on.
Krozu, no fear. 1 fear.
Krozu, there is something by your boot though.
Interesting.
And as you're looking, the creature that you thought might have been like a toy turtle raises up the spikes coming out of its shell, and you see a horrible frog-like mouth gurgle in front of you.
Fascinating.
As the Tarask attempts to bite through your boot.
Okay, I realize that this is a Tarask, and Tarasks are possibly one of the most, if not the most deadly creatures in D&D, but it's small, and it's trying to eat my boot. Crozy will breathe a word of this to no one, but they think this is adorable.
It's probably a little small to have swallow capabilities.
Mm-hmm. But it's ambitious.
What's your armor class?
My armor... Here's the thing, I don't think I would have put on my new armor yet. Because I only just got it. So,
what was your armor class?
12, I guess it was 12 before?
Okay. The Tarask's, like, beak manages to pierce through the toe of your boot.
My boot.
And,
not the boots.
Well, to be fair, you're getting new armor.
Yeah, to be fair. Oh, well, good thing I... in the back of Crozy's mind, they go, oh, good thing I got new armor.
Yeah, and you take 4 acid damage.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Clud, coming in fast, making a break for the door.
Making its way downtown, walking fast.
It's a seagull, go fuck myself.
It's a griffin, go fuck yourself. Its paws are out. It's coming for your eyes.
Cool. My turn? Or is it
it's
Toy's turn?
Oh, it's the griffin's turn.
Cool, just checking. Just want to make sure. Yeah, bud.
Come on.
You're a saint, B.
Don't you have a dice tray back?
It bounced out of the dice tray.
It's apparently a very bouncy dice tray.
Behold Saint Honeybee.
Thank you, B.
And it comes at you, paws raised, and you like look at it for a second, and it runs straight into the beak, and it's like, oh, and falls on the ground.
It did a poop.
Okay.
Just like in the beak, tummy first, down. And that only leaves one more toy.
Yeah.
In the center of the room, rising upwards, like a beautiful jellyfish.
No.
You see,
Jellyman.
hey guys, you can do it.
Hannah, is this a fucking flump?
No, it's a flump.
Oh, it's a flop.
Awful.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Awful.
I love flumps.
I'm so proud of all of you. You're really working hard. And it radiates a soft white light, and all of the other toys receive the effects of the bless spell next turn.
They have a flump cleric.
Cool. Thank you. I hate it.
That brings us to the top of the round.
Cool. Okay.
Rook's move for this round is he hates it.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any children in immediate danger?
The kid with the Drake who almost got his face burned off. Yes, very much so.
Drake.
The Drake, yes.
Okay, cool.
It's one of the long, slithery. Actually, Bucky, can you just pull up a Google image of Rayquaza?
Ooh.
Because that's the vibe.
Oh, a Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Little sneaky dude.
So imagine this guy.
Is a dragon. Is a dragon before it grew its little legs.
Breathe fire onto a kid's hand.
Onto the kid's face. The kid burned his hand because the mouth was like also hot.
Okay.
The fire did miss.
Okay.
it's cool because no reason. Yeah, so Rook will go.
No trauma.
No trauma.
No trauma here. Rook will attack that
Okay.
Drake. Yes.
Can you make a charisma saving throw? I'll give you advantage because it doesn't look that much like it happened.
Okay. Yeah. Charisma? It doesn't matter. I got a natural 20.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Kid in danger.
Yep. Child's in danger. You got this. Go on.
Yeah. Rook looks at the child. Looks at the toy. Shakes something off and runs. Flies.
Something.
Right
I thought
at
there
it.
was no trauma.
It's like
Mhm.
a fly. You know,
Mm,
they're
I
just so
see.
annoying.
I see.
And I'm going to attack. Well, it's okay because do I want to use that here?
Okay.
I rolled. Okay, so the funny thing is, I got a 10.
Okay. I've got a question.
Yeah.
How are you attacking this like snake-like drake that has wrapped itself around this child? Are you attempting to punch it, or are you attempting to rip it off?
I would love to rip it off.
Okay.
Yeah, punch it. Punch the kid.
Punch it in
Sorry,
the face.
I think I was checking something in my abilities when you were describing this particular thing, so I apologize for my repetitive questions.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Yes, I would love to rip it off. Do I need to roll like a grapple or like a?
Yeah, a grapple is a special attack.
Okay.
So I will let you make an unarmed attack roll.
Okay, I already rolled a 4, and I'm honor bound to tell you that.
I think we do have to consider that a 4 you rolled. And that does not do it, as you might expect.
Yes. Now, with a... Oh, gosh. See, this is why I was looking at my stuff, so I wouldn't do this to you. Okay, immediately after you take... Oh, I get 2 unarmed this attack. Man, I really need to, read Flurry of Blows more carefully.
Yeah.
I would like to spend a key point and attack twice more.
Okay. Are you still attempting to grapple it off?
I would like to pull it off, and if I manage to pull it off, I would like to slam it on the ground.
Okay, sounds great.
Throw it on the ground.
Okay, this time I got a 12.
Okay. And that's
part of your system.
And that's with your bonus?
Yes.
Okay. You manage to sort of grab onto its head for a second, but it's a lot hotter from the fire cooldown than you were expecting.
Right.
And you reflexively let go.
Cool. Well, I've got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's more like it. 21.
All right, yeah. You rip that thing off the kid, leaving a couple tail segments behind. And the kid is helping out, is kind of trying to duck and pull out of the way at the same time. And you now have this.
Excellent.
And it's yours. Congratulations. You've grappled it.
Thank you. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So Tasha's Cauldron of Everything introduces the key field attack. If you spend 1 key point or more as part of your action on your turn, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of the turn.
Okay.
May I do that?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay. I don't think it matters. I got an 11.
Poggers.
What is that plus?
No, I got an 11.
Oh, I see. No.
Yeah. Okay. I just kind of flail it in the air.
Yeah, and
it
it kind of wiggles around. You have sort of managed to clear a space for yourself here. You have lots of room to work.
Yeah, it's
because everyone, toys, children, adults, has decided that this is a you problem right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna fly up with it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna be in the air with it. I feel like I can slam it into the ceiling or something.
Yeah.
That'll be fun for next turn. That's all I got.
Okay. That brings us to Crozu's turn.
Hello. So, the little boy that Rook just saved, is he still in the middle of the floor?
He is, but he is running away from the middle of the floor.
Okay. Have we got any other kids who are still needing rescued?
Yeah, there is one kid that the Displacer Beast and the Blink Dog are kind of starting to encircle, who hasn't been able to get to a parent yet. And the Orc Child, who is admittedly winning against the Ooze, is still fighting an Ooze.
So proud.
But is still fighting it.
I would like to use my movement action to get to, where the battle is happening, where all the small toys and children are. Okay. I would like to attempt to pick up both of them, but I will understand if I can only pick up one.
I will allow you to roll. Let's call that a dexterity check to use both your action and bonus action for that.
Okay.
But I will let you pick up one of them, whether you pass or not. It's just to determine if you pick up.
Okay, so I'm definitely picking up the kid who is having 2 clockwork animals ganging up on them, because that's not fair. And if that kid will not resist you. The orc kid kind of wants to keep fighting the slime.
I'm so proud of him.
I mean, fair, honestly.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other kid is a dragonborn kid of kind of indeterminate gender.
Okay, so this is a dexterity, just straight dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wish me luck. No, I only get one of them. That's a 6.
Yeah. So you can pick up the little dragonborn kid.
Yeah.
And as you pick that kid up, you like startle them a little because you're like grabbing from behind, and for a second they go ah, and as they do, there's a spray of electricity outwards that kind of like singes the blink dog, and you see it like get electrocuted briefly and then vanish to somewhere else. But it looks like the blink dog's been a little bit damaged.
Awesome.
By the child.
I want to, with what movement I have remaining, I want to take the child as far as I can to towards the parents where they're huddling. Yeah.
The 2 parents who are.
Oh, that one's empty.
I'm sorry, I was trying to get a beverage without disrupting the entire game, and what I've done is distract every single player individually.
Oh, no, I didn't. I wasn't distracted, because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, good.
I failed my perception check.
Yeah,
You succeeded your focus check. If that were a thing.
So yes, how much progress may I make towards the remaining parents?
Yeah, I will say that is within your movement range to do this turn, especially since you didn't, formally speaking, take an attack. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you grab this kid, and
my attack was giving the help action to this small child.
Yeah, the parents who aren't like actively attacking the toys have corralled like 3, now 4 of the remaining kids.
Awesome. I'm basically just holding out the small dragonborn child like a sack of potatoes to whoever will take them.
Yeah. There's 2 men there, and the human one kind of like grabs the dragonborn kid and takes them and like sets them down and says, "It's okay, sweetie. It's okay." The dragonborn is starting to like cry, and like every time they hiccup, little sparks come out.
Baby.
Sorry. But they are unharmed.
Awesome. That's me, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How does Max always look like he's just so sad and so neglected?
It's how his eyes go.
We call it
so
permanent
sad.
abused face.
Yeah.
He's so neglected, actually.
Yeah, it's because we don't love him or feed him or pet him ever.
Yeah.
He's
And he doesn't get all the bones, even the ones that are supposed to be Clover's.
Mm-hmm.
Although Clover did take quiet possession of the Y bone earlier.
Yes.
So
proud of her.
we'll see.
Right.
Clud, it is your turn. The griffin that just fell in front of you, you see this kind of like pale orangey tinted mage hand just like grab it off of the ground and like lift it up in the air where it just kind of squirms angrily. And the Genasi mom, who still has her kid on one hip, kind of like waves to you with the hand holding the kid, and it just like floats over to her where she's kind of holding it in midair. It doesn't seem like she's able to like dispose of it, but she has that one under control.
Okay. So first priority, are there any kids at all who are still in active danger?
Is it
Okay,
just the
there's
little
the
orc?
orchid fighting the ooze.
Mm-hmm.
The ooze is in active danger.
Okay.
Yeah, the ooze is in active danger. The orchid is not especially big or strong, but the ooze doesn't seem to have all that many offensive capabilities. Like, it's not real acid because they wouldn't allow that to be sold in a store if they knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, yeah, the only thing it can do is glow sadly.
Okay, so
and this kid's making himself a pair of light up sneakers. That does leave, however, a couple of kids who, while they are not like immediately being attacked by these things, that is because they have climbed on top of some relatively rickety shelving to kind of get away.
Okay. Clud is going to take advantage of his wings to like try to like flying taxi the kids like to safe adults.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm gonna say that's the same deal as Crozu.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely get one. If you want to get both in the same turn, like using your bonus action, I'm gonna need a dexterity check to make that happen.
That is a 16.
Okay, that's totally good. You did it. Yeah, you've got a little like elf kid under one arm and a human under the other, mm-hmm. and you taxi them over to where one of the two dads has grabbed what I think you think is like maybe like a toy like wooden practice sword. Mm-hmm. And every time it moves, it makes like a swing, swing noise.
Lightsaber.
But is like standing guard to keep the toys back from these kids.
Cool. Safe adult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the other one is you see him kind of like whispering something and dropping some powder, and you think it's some kind of like I forgot the word, protection spell.
Gotcha.
But it's clearly gonna like take him a second to get it up and running.
Right.
So like a ward?
Yes. It's like an abjuration ward, like a longer term version of the shield spell, basically.
Magic.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's one of those cool spells that's definitely in the spellbook and very real, but only NPCs can cast it for some reason.
Yeah, fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Clyde, you've dropped off the kids. That is your turn. Yep. Karin.
Okay. I'm going to ask a quick question. Mm-hmm. As I'm approaching, do I happen to see anything while I'm around there, or
outside of the
yes,
Trinket
like
shop?
Is there anything else going on outside other than just people pouring out of the shop?
There's some people running out of the shop. You also see Bo, the blacksmith, has like a hammer in each hand and is charging towards the shop. Darksteel is also kind of running over. She's got what looks to be some kind of like arcane focus in her hand.
Okay.
To try to like help control the situation, but there's nothing like suspicious going on outside, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and see. Oh, that's a 19 on athletics.
Absolutely. Okay. You make it over there and you can attack next turn.
Awesome.
You're kind of taking in the scene. The center of the room has a displacer beast and a blink dog who has recovered somewhat from being electrocuted, and is clearly circling it defensively. There is a maybe 1 foot tall Tarask attacking Krozu. A
Did it follow
griffin
me?
being held. What?
Did it follow me?
Yeah, it's following you.
Oh,
it does not have a very high speed.
That's adorable.
But it is going for your Achilles tendon.
Oh.
You can do it, buddy.
Believe in yourself.
Chewing on.
Yeah? Can I help you?
Floating in the middle of the air, you see Rook holding a very sort of slinky drake in one hand, and well, I guess in both hands, and you have 2 wings because you're
a bug.
Yeah.
Anyways, there is an orc child absolutely curb stomping some pink fluffy slime. And
So
a griffin also being held in midair by a mage hand, and a flump gently glowing and presiding over all of it. It's got kind of that like soft white Furby fur.
Hate.
Well, you all hate flumps unfairly. I'm just
I
leaning
love
into it.
I love flumps. I think crucially, my first encounter with flumps was not through Hannah.
I hate
Can't
flumps
relate.
in a loving way.
Wait, B, what was your first encounter with flumps?
Hannah.
Oh, no, sorry. That is what that means. My cognition turned off.
Hates me.
Okay. So, anyways, that's what you're taking in. Mallow, it's now your turn.
I have just arrived, yes?
Yes.
So I can't do anything.
You will be able to act next turn. You see the same scene as Karen. Okay. The Drake is now in your hands and is not happy about it.
Yes.
It is going to flip its tail forwards in an attempt to like use its weight to yank out of your grasp. And in doing so, it's going to try to blast you with fire. Okay, so go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I like that.
To avoid the fire.
Ooh, I like that very much. 18 plus 24.
Okay, yeah. You dodge out of the way of the fire and kind of like yank it backwards. It does not exit your grip.
Yeah.
It does thrash around really angrily though. So that is the Drake's turn. The Blink Dog appears between Mallow and Karin and lunges for Snowdrop.
Bitch.
Oh, don't do
Snowdrop
it.
will eat you alive.
Recognizing
the true threat.
the true threat, another dog.
Yes.
Does not play well with others.
What's Snowdrop's AC?
15.
Snowdrop takes 6 damage.
No, baby.
Hold on, now I have to look up what the Panther HP is. Because my page is no longer here. Okay.
Okay. the displacer beast, following the blink dog because they're apparently buds, shoots out suckers to try and get under Karin's armor.
Okay.
That sounded...
Get sucked, bro.
They're
That
sharp
sounded
needle
worse.
tentacles. Okay? They're not
Tentacles, you
hentai.
say?
Oh my god.
It's a children's toy, Allie.
I'm sorry.
Your armor
Are
class is
you?
18. Okay. They like shoot into your armor, and you can feel them kind of like pierce the chain and pierce through the holes in the chain.
Mm-hmm.
In a joint, but they don't get through the padding underneath.
Awesome.
Your shiny new armor has protected you. The ooze flares again. And I need everyone now.
Okay.
To make a quick Constitution saving throw for me.
13.
So that passes?
16.
Passes.
How about
9.
12?
You are blinded for the next round. 12 passes.
12.
12 passes.
I was like, ha! Fuck!
Yeah, you are blinded for the next round, and you will have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Gotta love that.
Okay.
You know what I love? You. All of you.
Oh.
Yeah. You're good.
Gasp.
For the first time, you see the orc kid kind of stumble backwards, sort of clutching his eyes.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Baby.
poor thing.
Not the baby.
Okay.
The Tarask has decided to target Krozu, and only Krozu. And
It's Nemesis.
I feel so special.
Yes, it is treating you as a nemesis, and is biting you once again.
Can we keep it?
I want to say,
And
is it because I'm the tallest? But I think actually Mallow is the tallest.
It's because it saw you first, and it's full of hate.
That's fair.
Can we keep it?
Yeah, I think Mallow is a little bit taller.
Can we keep it?
No. God damn it, no.
Can I
no,
keep
the-
it?
No!
What if I keep it but I don't tell you?
What if
No.
we give it a redemption arc?
Shut the fuck up. Look at me, look at
Oh,
me.
you know what?
Shut the fuck up.
They all get blessed thanks to the flump.
God
I'm really
damn it.
glad that I don't have to be the bad guy in this moment. So
So how's the Tarask doing?
Take 3 acid damage.
I sure will, thank you, Hannah.
It has ripped out the back, like, ankle support of your left boot.
Oh, it's like a goose.
It's like a terrible, terrible goose.
mm-hmm.
I feel gooses are fairly comparable to Tarasks, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Both absolutely terrifying.
Has Dally seen your new drip dice tray?
Oh, not yet. Bucky and R got me a new dice tray for Christmas.
Oh snap! Does it have a horrible goose on it?
That is not.
I
going
love
to be
you, but
helpful.
that's in complete shadow.
Wait,
I'll
no,
go
I
take a
can just-
picture.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Lighting.
Peace was never an option with a picture of the terrible goose. That is absolutely fantastic. That's so good. I love it. Perfect for Hannah.
Yes.
Okay.
She thinks she will cause problems on purpose.
I need to finish
the
that game one of
Griffin-
these days.
The griffin is attempting to escape its grapple with the mage hand. And it fails horribly.
I need to go
Brutal.
turn the dryer back on.
Okay. Okay.
The flump begins singing.
No.
A is for agony. Yes, yes, yes. A is for agony. Yes, yes, yes.
I was previously relatively neutral on flunks. I found them mildly annoying, but when you play them, I love you, dear.
Do you notice that I was walking away and now I'm doing this?
Yes.
Actually,
Just
can you-
staring.
Is it my turn, babe?
No, I need everyone to roll me
Oh,
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oh, good. That one's on. That's the one I have a plus. Oh, that's a 23.
So on the
23
one hand, I'm really good at wisdom. On the other hand, I rolled a 4, so that's a 9 in total.
Hey, I got.
On a wisdom
You both
saving
fail.
throw, do you add your wisdom modifier?
Yes.
Wisdom, and then if you have, it's
I
one of your
don't.
special boys. Okay.
That is a 13.
13 passes.
Okay.
Do your worst.
Do not do your worst. Your worst is so scary.
Oh, Bucky needs to roll.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You two are under the effects of the Bane spell next turn, and you will have to subtract 1d4 from your attack and skill check rolls.
Well,
Rude.
dang. Alright. That doesn't apply to damage if we hit, though, does it?
No, you it's the same amount of damage if you manage to hit. You just have to subtract a d4 from accuracy.
I
Gotcha.
actually need to pull them up. I just want to roll real quick for the sake of, not holding everything up. So, what do
Bane
I get?
spell.
Bane
Cool.
spell.
Awesome.
Everyone who was initially in the shop got affected by the Bane spell.
You only adopted the darkness. I was born into it, molded by it.
Would you be surprised that no one has started a turkey leg as a weapon?
I'm surprised you haven't.
I don't know how to do weapons.
Oh,
Fair.
if you have the Tavern Brawler feat, it's just considered an improvised weapon. And I have. You think I don't have stats for improvised weapons?
No, that's fair. I don't have the Tavern Brawl feat, so I can't use it, but I was very curious.
Oh, you can use it, you're just not proficient in it.
That's fair.
It's gonna go really well for my turn.
Okay.
You know how sometimes, because I have the tism, I just repeat things over and over and over?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you say A is for agony a million times in the next 24 hours, just know that's your fucking fault and you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I based it on Coco Melon.
Who's Coco Melon?
Coco Melon is the only children's show ever scientifically proven to make kids stupider. That's
Incredible.
true. They did a study and it actually worsens language development.
Oh no.
Hang on, I'll send you my favorite video about Coco Melon. It is not from the show, as will become obvious when you see it.
Fascinating. I look forward to looking this up after the game.
A note about this video: you'll get about halfway through and think it's done, and click away. You're wrong. Keep watching.
That's like a
Like
weird
Too Many
thing that
Cooks.
does, where it'll just decide a video's over and
Oh no!
loop it.
I decided the video was over.
Oh no.
We're talking about Coco Melon.
Okay.
It's going to ruin your life. That's all.
Please don't ruin my life. I like my life.
Well, it's too late.
I need Bucky around until at least May 1st.
Well, Coco Melon is coming.
What's happening on May 1st?
That's when the whole entire video series that Quentin is putting out, that the one that's 37 hours.
Why would he do
What
that
are
to
we
us?
talking about?
The guy who does the ridiculously long deep dives into Nickelodeon shows for an April Fool's Day is doing 37 hours of the Beverly Hillbillies.
I
don't
did
know.
watch the Beverly Hillbillies a lot.
That sounds like a lot to be an April Fool's prank.
I mean,
Are you sure this guy just doesn't like Beverly Hillbillies?
No, it's
mean-
because it's his dad doing it. That's the joke.
Oh.
I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but it's surprisingly entertaining.
Also, it's not an April Fool's Day thing if it comes out in May, right?
The second video comes out in May because YouTube
see.
will not let them post the videos any longer than a day and 4 hours without getting copyright claimed.
Right. Okay. Yes, of course. Foolish question.
Mhm.
So whose turn is it?
I think it's mine, unless there's more mischief.
Yep, it's
City on fire.
hang on.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, the blink dog is grabbed by a second mage hand.
Oh, nice.
and you see it get like yanked away from Snowdrop.
Please don't.
And now it's your turn.
Okay, cool. I would like to take the Drake. How far away is the Flump?
You are both flying in the air of like a medium-sized shop, so I'll say less than 10 feet.
Cool. Can I use the Drake as a whip?
I mean, it's an improvised weapon. But yes. Do you have proficiency in martial weapons?
I have proficiency in martial arts.
Okay, so you do not have proficiency with the Drake, but you can use it as a whip.
Okay. So it's my dedicated weapon, but I have to like choose.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, cool. So I don't get proficiency, and I'll have to use. I can't use it as a monk weapon, so I'll have to use strength.
Yeah.
Is a whip a dexterity?
A whip is a dexterity.
Thank God.
Item.
I'll be using dexterity. Okay. I would like to use the Drake to hit the Flump.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And don't forget you're under the effects of the Bane spell.
Thanks, dear. 2. Wait, 9. Wait, 9 minus 4. 5.
This may surprise you, but that does not hit the Flump.
That's okay. I'm going to use a key point.
B is for bad at this. Yes, yes, yes.
Damn it! I rolled 5. It's okay. I've got one more attack, and then I have the extra thing. So I have 2 more attacks. So that's a 5.
B is for bungling. Yes, yes, yes.
5 minus 2, so that's 3. Plus 3 is 6. No dice. Okay. Second to last one. Okay, here we go. Minus 2, so that's 16. Plus 3 is 19.
You had a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. That one does hit.
What die do I roll for damage?
It's an improvised whip, so you roll a d4.
Okay.
Just double checking that Flump is spelled F-L-U-M-P-F.
Yes.
P-H.
Yep,
P-H.
Okay. I deal 3. And then is that... Sorry.
And
this
submit.
is... brain
I know what
thing.
you're about to ask me, and I can't remember.
Cool. Which would you prefer?
I will say that since I do not remember, I will roll in your favor, and you can add your dexterity modifier.
Yeah. Okay, so I do 6 damage.
Okay.
And I have 1 more attack because of the rolling that we discussed earlier.
Mm-hmm. Wait, where did the third one come from then? I thought that was your...
Flurry of Blows gives you 2.
How many key points you burning, son?
I now have 1 key point left.
Okay.
No, the other thing is anytime you use a key point, you get this attack as a bonus action.
Yes, no, I understand that. My question was how many key points you burn in Sun. It wasn't
I
whether or
burn a
not
key
you get the
point
attack.
every round, and I have 1 key point left. I just really wanted to do this.
Yeah, okay.
And I get them back on a short rest, so.
Yeah. Understood.
Anyway, but fun fact, with my final attack, that's a 5 minus 4 plus 3 is 4.
Okay. So,
cocking it.
That's what you're going to be hearing all night.
Yes.
yeah. The Drake, you like reach out to whip, and the Drake swings back at the last second and hits you across the face.
No.
C is for competence. No.
Oh. It's my turn.
D's predict around.
But did that do any damage to the Drake as well?
You are a hardhead.
I'm gonna say no because the Flump has a lot of like fuzzy on the outside. The Flump's a very soft toy.
Okay.
If you hit the Tarrasque or something, it would be a different story. That bitch got spikes, but
That's fair. Okay.
Okay, so that's Reek's turn.
Yep.
Crazy.
Hey gang. So
Hey.
I'm gonna do something that may or may not be ill-advised.
Cool.
Are you going to kick the trap?
I can't decide whether that would be ill-advised or not. Am I right in thinking that the only kid still on the field, as it were, is the orc?
Yes, Clud removed the other kids last round. The orc has kind of stumbled backwards, having been blinded temporarily by the slime.
Okay, so the ill-advised thing I'm going to do is, in one fluid motion, move over to the orc child, lift him onto my shoulders, and then wild shape into... Well, first say, hold on, and then wild shape into a warhorse.
Nice.
Good. I think that's great.
How big is the shop?
It's a medium-sized shop.
I will say a warhorse is a large beast.
In the trinket shop.
Yeah, it's a warhorse in the trinket shop. Okay.
You've got a long tail and nice hooves. You're a horse.
Yeah, you have a long tail and nice hooves. You're a horse.
Mhm.
And the kid on top of you goes, yeah.
Yes!
And you are a horse now. That's a bonus action, right?
Oh, let me double check. I was looking at all the animals I could wild shape into. That is an action, correct?
It's an action, not a bonus action.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is wild shape an action or a bonus action?
It is an action. It is a major action.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn in terms of bonus actions or movement?
I'm gonna move over to where the flump is, because that thing's going down. Possibly so is the Tarrasque. But the Tarrasque is already following me anyway.
The flump is high enough in the air that you will have to rear up as a warhorse to get it. So you would be trusting that this child is
No, I'm so
rider.
sorry. I misspoke. Not the flump. The jelly thing.
The slime.
The slime.
slime.
Yes.
Okay.
The jelly man.
The slime is mostly deflated at this point.
Well, it's about to be extra deflated.
It's about to be real flat. Okay.
It's me.
You can get to that next turn then, unless you have I don't know what bonus actions warhorses get.
I think the only action I have is like the attack I can do, so I am just going to save it for next turn when I'm going to start trampling things with my mighty hooves.
Nice. You have a long tail and nice hooves. You're a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clyde.
Yes.
You have safely deposited the last two kids who are not on
Who are
Percy's
not
back.
badass. I mean, they're excellent kids, but like the orc kid is on another level.
You know, I feel like climbing up out of the way and trying to throw things at the toys is something.
Yeah. Okay.
Apologies.
So, let's see. Is it... Yeah, he's going to go for the flump since it's providing moral support, apparently.
Okay. And let's see, who failed their checks last turn? Was it
yes, Bane.
you?
The Bane are all those three.
And who's blinded?
Me.
Okay. Just Karn then.
Just me.
Okay.
I'm
go on.
fine. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Thanks, Bess.
So you too.
Okay, so you can attack. You are under the effects of the Bane spell.
What's the Bane spell do?
It's the same as the bless but backwards. You subtract a d4 from all your attacks and skill rolls.
Okay.
Oh, can I check how long Bane is in effect for?
Oh, it's just the following round. It's not like a full-blown Bane spell is worse, but it's a toy. It only has so much power programmed into it.
Gotcha, thank you.
Is there any major risk of, like, if I fail, at trying to hit this thing, I might hit someone else? Or is it, like, just...
I mean, just Rook.
Yeah, who cares
He
about
gets,
that?
he gets knocked out all the time anyway.
That's the important thing.
You might hit the Drake. Rook is like slinging
Yeah.
this thing around like a lasso.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I will not hit.
Do you want a new dice?
No, it's fine. I don't hit. I I beefed it.
Okay. How bad did you beef it out of curiosity with your minus?
You still have to roll them.
So I got a 3.
Okay.
Which I think
if you get a 0 or lower, you hit Rook.
Okay, no.
Oh, whew, I'm safe.
Yeah, you're safe.
Okay. Congratulations.
I just stabbed the air, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But very dramatically and like looking cool.
Ha!
And Rook's over there like, yeah!
You
A
get him,
little left
Claude.
next time.
You get him, Claude.
He is for difficulty. Yes, yes, yes.
That's a little unsettling. Could you stop?
No, no, no.
Oh, at least it wasn't in the alphabet.
E is for eating it. Yes, you are.
F is for failure. Yes, yes, yes.
Spoilers. Okay.
X is for XP, which is what we're going to turn you into.
Delicious. Okay.
Yum, yum, yum.
Claude, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can't think of anything.
Okay. Karin, it is your turn. You are blinded.
Okay. Can I hear passing crying children?
Yeah, I mean, you're blinded, so you're kind of like blinking spots out of your eyes, but you're not like blind.
Okay. Because I don't want to accidentally hit anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna spend my action. Just any injured children coming by, just gonna lay on hands.
Yeah. Okay. You would have to go over to like kind of the children's safety camp to do that.
Okay, so there's none passing me then.
No.
Okay, then never mind that.
The kids have at this point been successfully corralled.
Okay. What is the nearest toy to me then?
The displacer beast that is trying to attack you still.
Fuck it. Let's just. And
Clover's screaming and making little waffling noises.
And I can't handle it.
Oh, well.
What you get?
I got it now. What?
Oh, I got really excited there for a second. I thought someone rolled again.
No.
Is that now one?
So
Goodbye.
How do we feel, gang? How do we feel about losing to a bunch of toys?
I haven't rolled yet. There's still hope.
That's true. You haven't rolled yet.
There is no dishonor in this. They are worthy foes.
You get ready to like football kick this displacer beast and like
pull a
full,
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, so you pull a full Charlie Brown.
So I proned on top of this.
Yeah, fall over on your back. And it hops up to try and stab you with its needle tentacles from on top of your breastplate.
Am I now not blinded, or am I still blinded?
Yeah, your blinded condition ended as soon as you end your turn.
Cool. So I'm just prone.
Yes, you are prone now, though. And so that displacer beast will have advantage on its turn. Okay. Nope, you are Karin Mallow.
Hi! It's finally my turn!
You're doing it!
I would like to beat this flump's ass.
Okay.
Can I hit it with my axe?
You may.
Is it like too high in the air for me to do that? Or is it like...
No, your axe has a pretty significant reach and you are a tall person. So I'd say, yeah, like you can do it. It's not like a fantastic angle, but
okay.
You've killed big stuff before, and this is not big, it's just tall.
Okay. And my attack bonus. Okay.
Hot.
That's a 17.
Okay. You drive your axe into the flump and knock it backwards.
Okay. You for the D12?
Is it this one?
Yep.
Okay.
That dodecahedron, baby.
Listen, I passed geometry. Please never speak that word to me again.
Listen, I feel you. I failed geometry twice.
1 + 2 + 1, so that's 4.
Oh, baby.
What's your fighting style?
Oh, that's right.
Great weapon fighting, so I get to reroll a 1.
Okay, that's your 1 for the night.
Thank you.
9.
+1 + 2, so 12.
Yeah, that's more like it. Leave it.
It better be dead now.
The flump goes careening backwards, and you hear ouchie! And then it rises slowly.
Oh, you fucking monster.
Oh, I hate that. I hate how you do the audio experience doesn't really quite get this. And this is my fault because I said we shouldn't do video. But Hannah is doing a horrible, cursed, like broken animatronic creepy face with like jolty, jerking movements.
It's terrifying.
I'm about to message you a joke. It's a spoiler, so.
Love my wife dearly. And I hate that so much. And I'm trying to reconcile my love for my wife and my hatred of what she is currently doing. And let me tell you, folks, it's going to take me some time.
E is for asshole. No.
Did you say E is for asshole?
Yes, it did say E is for asshole.
I think you've got your alphabet mixed up.
Asshole.
Yasshole.
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 Yes.
I think possibly the flump is glitching out.
Gay people can be assholes too.
I found someone who was proudly saying they were conservative gay on Tinder.
What, Marco Rubio?
No.
Brutal.
Here.
Wait, did I say the right one? No, fuck, he's Florida. What's that guy?
It was a good prick, though.
What's that New York guy? Mark Gates?
No,
Maybe.
Matt Gates is also
Gates.
Florida.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was the Arizona one.
No, Arizona
Who's the
is
Florida
Boulder,
guy who
I
just got in
believe.
trouble? Jewish.
I think that's George Santos.
Yeah, George Santos. That's what I meant.
He's also possibly in trouble for stealing some shit in Brazil.
Oh,
I
great.
still feel like generally dunking on Marco Rubio is always a good idea.
Yeah, that's very good.
Welcome to the U.S. Politics Hour here on Mistakes Were Made. All dunking on U.S. politicians all the time.
We have no Speaker of the House. What are they going to do to us?
We went to 11.
I mean,
just don't understand why they don't try a different guy.
Honestly, it's so embarrassing. I can't help but laugh.
Yeah.
Like, at them specifically.
The Democrats, we figured our shit out, and now we're just sitting here laughing at you. And don't get me wrong, I think the Democrats could do a lot of shit better, but like, at least they got their shit together as a party.
At least they don't.
A two-party system.
It is strong words to say the Democrats have their shit together as a party.
That's true, but in this specific sense, in this specific vote, they have their shit together.
They're not currently pissing all over themselves for the 11th time in public. I'll say that.
They're not pissing themselves because they like the warm, wet feeling between their legs.
No, that's Ted Cruz.
That's just
allegedly.
Allegedly.
When
I heard that when Ted Cruz pisses himself, it's because he likes the warm, wet feeling between his legs.
You can cut this out, Dally.
Never cut this out, Dally.
I'm leaving this in unless someone specifically tells me they want me to cut it out.
I'm not a coward.
I'm not a coward.
Yeah, Ted Cruz.
All views held are views only of the people speaking them and not the channel as a whole. Although, let's be honest.
Oh, I think I talked over your disclaimer.
Oh, my disclaimer wasn't important. My disclaimer was saying the views here do not necessarily reflect blah blah blah. The views here absolutely reflect.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel strongly that we should just say this does reflect our views as a whole.
No, this we're leftist as fuck.
We don't believe it. We know he's a little piss boy.
That's just a fact.
My favorite thing about Ted Cruz is that quote from his college roommate that was like, if I agreed with him politically, I would only have like 99 reasons to hate Ted Cruz or something like that.
Incredible.
Anyways.
Whose turn
Mallow
is
just
it?
went. It is.
Yes, let's top of the order, and I'll go ahead and start.
Wait, yeah, the
Drake's turn.
flump. The flump is being all menacing in Five Nights at Freddy.
Can't say that out loud right now.
Exactly. It's
yeah.
a Pokemon spoiler.
The
I mean, you're not gonna get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What's my armor class? Does it matter?
No, I just want you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I can do that. Hey, B.
Can you do that?
Remember when you got me this dice? And I was so grateful because they were super cool and they match a character,
They're very
my
shiny.
character in a different game. And I
I
love
wanna
them
eat
so
them.
much.
I
And I
wanna-
was like, I'm going to use them in this D&D game because I'm really excited about them.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a nat 20 on my first roll, and I was like, this is a good sign!
I want to eat them.
No.
What'd you roll, Allie?
Eat dice at my table.
Anyway, I
eat
rolled a
dice.
1. I'm saying...
They're just the forbidden fruit.
Allie, if you have to eat the dice, just make sure you do it away from the table.
I'm not eating the dice.
That's just Bucky.
In midair combat, Drake grapple you.
No!
The Drake, which has been swung around vigorously at this point,
Yeah,
uses the momentum
of course.
to wrap itself
Much like the
around,
Star Trek Enterprise around the sun.
locking itself around your wings,
Yes.
which are forced down to your shoulders. How high up in the air would you say you are? There's some pretty good sized rafters in there.
I'd say like 20 feet.
Okay. So that's, I believe, only a D6 fall damage.
However high up the bump was.
Yeah. About 20 feet.
I would like to point out
Mhm.
that I have let me scroll to it. Slow fall.
You're grappled.
It doesn't say anything about grapple.
Let me read the information for slow fall.
I'm like a cat.
Always land on your feet.
Yeah, baby.
Not because and Yoshi doesn't just land on his feet because I set him down that way.
Mm-hmm.
He's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my thing with this is that you are, since you are grappled, you are under the immobilized condition,
Okay.
which would make it, I would argue, unless this is a magical trait,
It's not magical.
it would make it quite difficult to adjust your fall in any way requiring like dexterity.
Okay.
Also, to be
Can I-
fair,
Mhm.
if you take 4 points of falling damage, so does the Drake.
That's tasty.
That is tasty. Okay, I'll take the damage.
Okay.
You said 4 points?
It is 4 points of falling damage.
Mutual kill.
And the Drake then whips around and sprays fire directly into your face.
Oh,
Cool.
rude.
Oh.
I think it's poggers.
Natural 20?
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck you, babe. Fuck you. I love you, though. You're the
Okay.
light of my life and the sunshine of my existence, but also, ow.
They say you always
I
hurt the ones
did-
you love.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
Sorry. That was very
that's
good.
going to be 7 fire damage, and I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw to avoid the frightened condition.
Yep, that makes sense. 20. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me, Luca. Okay, good job. Yeah.
What'd you get?
17 plus charisma?
Mhm.
Cool, so that's 19.
Okay, yeah. You have successfully avoided the frightened condition. You get a hold of yourself. The Drake does still have a hold of you.
Mhm.
And you do still take all 7 of those fire damage.
Oh yeah, I took them. Ow.
Okay. Nice and toasty.
It's just like,
You ever want to wrap yourself up warm and cozy in tin foil and blow yourself to fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Scottish tweet.
Is it?
Yeah. You ever
Fair
want to
enough.
wrap yourself cozy in tin foil and blow yourself to fuck?
I
Oh,
think you
it's
forgot
like
the
to
part
try-
I think
crawling
it's
in the
because I think it's because you're reading it in a southern accent.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to attempt to butcher yours.
That's
All I
fair.
could hear was that's what it's like to drive a Ford F-150.
Incredible.
Let me find it for you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being wrapped in tinfoil like a bakey tato.
Warm and snuggly.
I would scratch you.
Just a lot of crunchy noises.
Found it.
I tell you, one of the best, possibly my favourite Christmas present this year was a throw that my mother-in-law got me to put on the sofa, and it arrived like at the start of December. And Dave said, "Don't wait to open this present. Open it now." And I did, and it was this big, warm, fluffy throw. And he's like, "Yeah, you've been saying you're cold so often, so knowing this was coming, I was like, you want to open this now."
Good.
That's so
That's
sweet.
really sweet.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I've been
posted the tweet.
it's for the sofa, but I've been wearing it a lot more than the sofa has.
Good.
Okay. So bringing us all back. Yeah, the Drake gets you good. The Blink dog uses its bonus action to blink out of the mage hand that it is currently grappled in. And it returns back to Snowdrop and attacks again. And Snowdrop goes poof, and it like rattles the Blink dog, and it kind of scrambles back a couple steps. The Displacer Beast is on top of Karin and gets advantage because Karin's prone. The Displacer Beast still fucking whiffs it.
That's what I'm wanting it to hit me. I can burn it alive.
It's very bad at its job, apparently. The ooze is so like weakened at this point that it just kind of like, and you guys don't even have to roll. It does not have enough light energy left. The Tarask, though. The Tarask has discovered that you are not wearing armor now.
Oh yeah. Listen, hooves are tough.
Yeah, and it's it kind of rears up and is gonna try to like bite at sort of your I was not really a horse girl. Is
the end of the finger.
Is a foreleg anything?
Yeah.
Foreleg.
First knuckle.
Fatlocks, is that it?
I think
I'm gonna
that's.
look up.
I thought
I'm
that
gonna
was
look
a
up
shoulder.
anatomy of a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're probably
Anyways,
right.
it bites you on a horse part. That's
Does
not a hoof.
Does it bite me on my
Your
horse ankle?
Well, horses.
Ankle.
Do they really have ankles? Because they're
Don't
just
ever say
big,
that.
horrible.
On the leg. They're biting.
Just ate it.
Okay. Well, you know, it's
now
like
that we've
shit.
now that we've engaged in discourse. Okay, so yeah, my armor class as a horse is 11, only one less than what it was before I transformed into a horse. So I'm guessing that it passes.
That's okay because it rolled a 3. So.
Oh, nice! So it doesn't bite me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the horse's fetlock is like its ankle thing.
I was right.
Oh, it is? Okay. You are right.
So
I was wrong.
congratulations.
I'm as surprised as anyone.
There's also something called a cannon bone, which I think is very interesting. Horses are fascinating.
The griffin fails to escape once again.
Where is the cannon?
And
In the leg.
Cannon.
I was a horse girl and I have no idea what any horse anatomy is.
I was also a horse girl.
And yes, I know I'm a boy, but I was a horse girl.
Also a boy.
Horse girl is gender neutral.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like garlic girl.
S S.
I hate you.
S is for self-destruct. Yes.
Shit.
Yes. I'd like everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Am I at disadvantage?
You are at disadvantage.
No,
I don't get to roll. Right?
Oh no, you are.
You said dexterity, right?
Dally. Yes,
I'm a horse.
you have a. You're and you're a horse. I will give you the opportunity to. You may choose to voluntarily fail your dexterity saving throw in order to knock your child rider behind you and take the damage for him.
I'm gonna kind of whinny as a warning, then I'm gonna rear up, hope to high heaven that the orc holds on, and I'm gonna take the blast so that the kid doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. He's gripped on tight.
Does the Drake take the blast from me?
No, it doesn't love you. Is the thing.
That's around me.
Does it take damage?
It will also take damage, but it will not take the damage for you.
I don't know if
it's also not
a horse
bigger.
is bigger than a child, but a drake is not bigger than a bird.
Well, a clockwork drake certainly isn't.
A toy drake is not bigger than this bird.
Nice try, though.
Anyways, I got a 17, so fuck you, bitches.
So you're the only one not taking damage?
You take half damage.
Okay. I will accept that.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 3.
Tots and prayers, boys.
I got a 10.
3 plus whatever, so it's still.
That was a lot of dice, babe. That you just threw down in your dice tray.
How we doing?
Tots and prayers.
37.
I'd like you to witness that this is real, and I did roll it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is it crits across the board?
Nearly.
Almost.
Wow.
Okay, so you're all gonna take 23 force damage.
Holy fucking shit, Hannah! I'm on 1 health.
Are you? Wait, no, you still don't have a child in here. You just have the Drake.
Yeah, the Drake is dead though. That's the good news. Is the Drake is dead?
Okay, do I round up or down?
Down. We'll say down.
Okay.
I'm unconscious.
How much
And
health did you
charred.
have? Oh, you're.
I'm at 3.
The Griffin was unable to dodge and is dead. The Tarrasque retreated into its shell and took half damage, so at only half, it's dead. The Ooze, dead, died of its injuries, basically already. The Displacer Beast took half damage and is still limping along, having used Karin as a shield. The Flump did self-destruct.
So I assume it's dead.
It would be really unfair if it wasn't.
Damn.
Sure hoped it was.
Yeah.
I was really hoping I would get to use Hellish Rebuke.
We still got
I was gonna say the Displacer Beast is quite alive, and
The
Yeah, but
Displacer-
it's not as poetic cinema.
The Displacer Beast hasn't damaged me
yet.
yet.
Poor you.
Listen,
oh, no,
if
no
you-
one damaged you.
Listen, if
I
you
haven't
wanted
even-
to be damaged, you shouldn't have bought full plate.
Wee baby hasn't been damaged. Oh no.
Well, I have been damaged.
Sorry, I should stop talking. I'm unconscious.
Just
I'm fine.
roll yourself over here somehow.
Okay, well, also the parents, the guy who was working on a ward, like pauses for a second and throws up the shield. And you see the Genasi woman who's kind of been helping out. You see as the flame like engulfs her, this like sooty shield sort of crawls over her skin and then flakes back off. And she's fine. Her kid is fine. You see the same kind of soot kind of blowing off of her. And that's what you get for being made of fire, I guess. And that brings us back to the top of the round. Rook, would you like to roll me a death save?
I'd love to. It's a 2.
Okay.
That's a failure. Nay,
Christ.
Crozu.
Rook's fine. Rook's fine.
Crozu, you are
Okay.
able to lower yourself back onto the ground. Your child is unharmed. You are
Hello,
a little beat up.
Yep.
Good horse.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I've just remembered. Oh wait, when I turned into a horse, I got horse hit points, right?
That is correct.
Christ. Okay, let me just check what the horse's hit points are because I forgot about that.
You might not be a horse anymore.
I might not be a horse
Yeah.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
My hit points were 19. I am not a horse anymore.
Hey, Dally.
Okay.
Yo, what's
You
up?
took full damage, right?
Yeah, I took full damage.
You're not a horse anymore.
I know, I'm not a horse anymore.
Okay. So subtract any spillover damage from your horse hit points.
Okay, when I turned into a horse, did I have full horse hit points? Or
Yes.
Okay.
So that would be 19. So you took 4 damage.
Okay, so I've
You
taken
turned into a fully healed horse
Okay.
and are now.
Oh, criminy. Do I have the hit points that I had before I turned into a horse, or am I back to full?
You have the hit points that you had before you turned into a horse.
Okay, give me a sec
I
to do
didn't
some
realize.
maths.
Oh well, I guess you got bitten by the Tarrasque a couple of times.
I did. Okay, so I was at 24, so I take 4 spillover. So I'm now at 20. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought it was. I completely forgot about that mechanic because I haven't been turning into an animal that much. Okay, I've got the kid. Can I just say I've still got the kid on my back, like piggyback?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kid's kind of like, whoa, but he is okay.
I run over to Rook. Is Rook the only one who went unconscious?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just cool like that.
Oh, I'm at 3 HP.
So what do you want to
But
do?
I'm okay. Well, I mean, I'm awakened alive.
We have health potions.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to remind everyone that we have health potions.
We do have
I
health
also still have
potions.
spell slots.
How many health
I'm gonna
potions do we-
go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Rook.
Okay.
I still kind of hold the kid like with one arm behind my back, but with the other, I kind of reach out and my focus kind of glows a little bit. And
I just
1d8 plus 3. Let's see.
I just imagine the kid as being that kid, neighbor kid from the first Incredibles movie, going, "That was totally wicked."
We have 4 health potions and 7 uses of the healer's kit.
What was that?
I have health potions as well, but I don't think I've put them in the... Anyway, I only got a 1, so I'm afraid you take 4, the minimum healing possible.
You know what? I will take it. It gets me up. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick just kind of wakes up and sort of grimaces at the scent of charred feathers.
Fair. I'm just checking to see if there are any... No, spells are all one action. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for this round.
Okay. You got Rook back up though. Pled, it is your turn.
Let's see what's still alive.
The blink dog is nowhere to be seen. The displacer beast is still alive.
Okay.
And on top of Karn, who's still prone.
I should probably take a...
I'm gonna say this out of character because I don't know if Card has the space to say it in character. We should probably keep one alive.
To research, find out what the hell happened.
I know I have detect magic.
Oh.
Can we detect magic after dead?
Did the Tarrasque go down, by the way?
The Tarrasque, yes.
Interesting.
It took half damage and died.
Well,
it's just kind of inert in its little shell, and like the spikes of its shell have kind of like melted down.
Oh, poor guy.
my sweet chaotic son.
Okay. He's going to... Yeah, I should probably take a health potion. because I'm pretty damn low.
Okay.
How do I determine how much health I get from it again?
Dally?
Hi, yes?
You literally just did a health potion, so...
No, I did cure wounds, that's different.
Oh. Okay. It's, I believe it's 1d8 plus 4.
I think it might be 1d4 plus 4 if it's a regular.
Are you looking for the force?
But
one moment.
They're this bag.
Oh, hang on. Potion of healing heals 2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Oh, there we go.
Kind of underwhelming,
2d4.
but
Obviously. Everyone knows that.
3.
I bought 4. I'll check if I've got them.
8 HP.
Okay.
Dally, do you want those added to the daisy chain spreadsheet or no?
Let me just... Yeah, can I take them out of mine and put them into... And if you put them into daisy chain?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be great,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
How many is it? I've got the
Thank
sheet
you.
open.
If it's
4.
in the daisy chain spreadsheet and not like an attunable magic item or something, I just assume whoever it's most convenient to have it happen to have it.
We've shared them out. 4. 4 from me.
Okay.
And I just took 1. So,
Okay. Perfect.
Alright. Is there anything else I can do? Or is that like my full action?
That is a full action. You still have use of your
Move.
bonus action and your move action.
My keys. Let's see.
Because I'm a little potion goblin and I don't house rule it.
That's fair. So since Karn is prone, he's going to try to, go to him either just to be there in his defense, just in case, or to, and if possible, to help him up.
I am currently got the displacer piece on top of me.
Right. So yeah, I guess I'll have the move to be ready to go after that when he can. But for right now, that's all he can do.
Okay. Karn, it is your turn.
Try to see if I can attack this thing.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Karn is just sitting there screaming.
Okay.
It's screaming and flailing.
Mala, it is your turn.
I would like to rip the displacer beast off of Kari.
Okay, yeah. Make an attack roll.
Okay. And I still get my attack bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a 14.
Okay. 14 will do it.
Okay.
You have grabbed onto this displacer beast. It is sort of whipping around, getting ready to divert its tentacles at you, who has just grabbed it. What are you doing now?
Can I I've grabbed it. I'm smushing it to the side, reaching for my axe to smash it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that? Is that allowed? If you would prefer, I can also just attempt to smash it with like or something.
I will allow it this time, yeah.
You sure?
Yes. I just had to think about it.
Okay. Do I roll again or just roll damage?
You roll again.
Okay.
You do have to roll an attack to hit it.
Okay. Just checking. Okay, and that is a 13.
Okay. A 13 does not hit.
Okay.
The displacer beast kind of scrambles back, like tentacles at the ready as you put it down to grab the axe. Okay. And it is now the displacer beast's turn. And it has advantage on you, Mallow, because it's using pack tactics.
Cool. What? Oh, fuck.
Did you forget?
I did.
I didn't.
The blink dog?
The blink dog.
Of course. I couldn't remember if the blink dog made it.
Yeah, it disappeared.
We don't have eyes on the blink dog for blink dog reasons.
What's your armor class?
13.
Okay. You take 1 piercing damage.
Hog.
Oh no.
Listen, y'all weren't talking so much shit when it was 46, okay? Okay, and behind you, the blink dog uses pack tactics. And that definitely hits. Take 6 damage.
Okay.
It is technically also piercing, I guess, if it matters.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are back to the top of the order.
Oh. Can Snowdrop attack?
Yes. You've just refused to let Snowdrop attack this whole time.
Yeah. But I figured since we have an extra and everybody seems so
nearly
troubled. Dead. Yes.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you look it.
Who's Snowdrop attacking?
I guess the Displacer Beast.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that.
Wait, can Snowdrop help flank? Before I tell B to go down a bad road? She's a big dog.
Do Panthers have pack tactics?
I will look. Okay, they have Keen Smell and Pounce and Bite and Claw. And that's it.
Okay. You can use your... I would say... If you had not already used your bonus action this turn, I would allow you to use your bonus action to command her to flank. But since you have already used your bonus action, she just gets a regular attack.
Okay. And then she has... Okay, plus 4. So that's a 15.
Okay, 15 hits.
Okay. And she's gonna do a bite, which is 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage.
It dies.
Girl.
It had 3 hit points left. It doesn't matter what you roll.
That's fair.
Cool. My turn?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to hobble flap over to flank with Mallow against the blink dog.
Okay.
May I?
Yes.
Thank you. I would like to attack the blink dog. With flanking gives me a +2, I think.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Plus 6. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I deal 4 damage.
Okay.
If it's not dead,
it is not.
I will burn a key point.
Your last key
point. My last key point. I will attack twice more.
Okay.
Last town.
6 plus 2 is 8 plus 6 is 14. No dice? Okay. That one hits. That's a 21, 27. 5 damage.
The blink dog shudders and dies as you bring your fist right into the center of it, and the dog snaps in half, and you hear it go.
Well, that is extremely sad. Why would you say that to me? I feel like I'm the bad guy now.
To make you feel extremely sad.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, look at the binder. It says mean stuff to do to people.
Yeah.
It does say that.
DM screen is a binder that she designed herself, which does have the saying mean stuff to do to people printed in cute lettering on the front.
Incredible. That's very DM core.
Thank you.
Actually, I might have to recommend that to my other DM. She'd probably get a kick out of it.
Good. Please tell me they're all gone.
They are all dead.
Thank God.
You are out of initiative order.
Krozu immediately...
By crying children, little bits of plastic, and in the doorway you hear... I got here as fast as I could.
Oh, Bo. Krozu just immediately kind of does this little maneuver where they kind of shuggle the child off them, then kind of turn around to catch him, and then hold him out at arm's length, saying, "Whose is this?"
So, I want to be a horse when I grow up.
Well, if you learn your druid craft, one day you'll be able to. Where are your parents?
The elven dad comes forward and says, thanks. That's ours.
He'll make a fine druid one day. Just they just hand him over.
Good adulting.
I am going to get up and just start going over to any kids and other civilians that are hurt and just start laying on hands.
Yeah. You see Darksteel is also over there kind of distributing potions and things. And outside you hear thumping as someone has gone to get Mother Griselda.
Mm-hmm.
Almost said Mother Giselle. Yeah. But yeah, so someone has gone to get Mother Griselda, and she's coming over to
context for those of you who do not live in this specific house. I have a lamp that I got from Goodwill that is named Giselle.
Incredible. It's a good name.
It is a good name. It's a good lamp.
Yeah,
good.
Your yellow one.
Hannah, can I pick up the dead Tarask?
Yeah, if you'd like to. It's arguably the least damage of the objects.
I see that Darksteel and Karen have healing kind of on lock, so I'm awkwardly waiting to one side for, basically for the team magical identifier types to be available to magically identify things.
Yeah, you hear Mother Giselle say, "Excuse me, dear, can I just squeeze through?" And she comes in, she's already produced from somewhere an armload of very safe and calming looking knit toys that are not cursed.
Good.
Max, what are we doing? What are we doing, bud?
He's horny.
Impeding my ability to sit into the table.
Yeah, he was doing that for me a moment ago.
Anyways.
He's a horny
man.
It's me.
Anyways. Yeah. The chaos is out of the way. And things are sort of calming down. Stacy comes in and distributes calming goat milk.
Nice.
Sir, is that your Christmas present? I think the fuck not.
They're all his Christmas presents.
Hi, Max.
You can await whatever the party is doing next.
I would like to mention to Stacy that what's his name? Blacksmith guy?
Bo?
Thank you, Bo. That Bo very casually in conversation that Bo was very heroically ran in to assist.
No reason, you're just gonna mention that to her?
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, really? That's so nice."
Mm-hmm. He looks kind of thirsty. For milk?
Oh no.
You just kind of. Oh my god.
She's sly, Alan.
Do you think he likes lemonade? I don't have any lemonade. It just seems like
goats. You know what?
She does not know that.
I have some lemonade.
You do?
Please roll to have lemonade.
No, I do. I do have lemonade. Wait, let me open it up so you can see it. Aunt Maris's lemonade in my inventory.
All right.
The ivory rucksack, single potato a day. I handed her my Aunt Maris's lemonade. I said, "Here, I've got some lemonade. Why don't you give it to
Isn't that weeks old?
Wow,
it's Aunt Maris's lemonade. It's sealed in a sealed container.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Lemonade is full of sugar. I'm sure it keeps.
No, thank you. That's so sweet. I've offered him goat milk before, and he doesn't seem to want it. And I don't know.
Maybe he's lactose intolerant.
But goat milk's good for people with lactose intolerance.
I don't know anything about lactose intolerance. I'm a bird.
Maybe he has allergies. That's what you should say.
Do you think that's why he's sneezing all the time? I should move my cart so that he doesn't have to.
He's got the
I think he needs to go
eyes.
out.
Does he have poopy butt bones?
He has the poopy butt bones.
I'll go take him out.
Thank you. I'm gonna go pin Emily while you're gone.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are you allergic to goats? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I just got fire down my throat.
You do look kind of sooty.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't move your cart, but I do think he would appreciate some more.
Okay, I'll go give it to him. Thanks again.
I'm giving a thumbs up. I'm okay, gang. Don't worry. That was all in character as Rook.
And is this in character as Rook too?
Oh yeah. It's really meant to the bit, you know?
Yep. You gotta keep coughing out of character or else you might forget to cough in character.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my good deed of the day. Love wins. You're welcome, everybody. Yeah.
Y'all, I was just so terrified I saw another car in the driveway.
Oh no.
Is it?
Who could it be?
Is
Who
it?
could it be?
Is it a
Could be a
blueberry?
murderer.
Is it a blueberry? It's a little blueberry that just drove over here.
It could have been a murderer, though.
You think a murderer would
Look at me.
B,
That could not be her, though.
No.
B, don't look now, but there are 2 other people in the house.
That's so fucked up, Dally. How could you say that?
I know.
My car is, small, kind of roundish, relatively speaking, compared to other cars and blue. So, anyway, we call it the blueberry.
My car is named Warhog.
Nice.
Here.
Our car is named Pidgey.
Nice.
Cute. Ours is Elroy. No reason. I'm gonna get up and get some water.
That sounds great.
I just
babe.
feel like I need to hydrate.
Do you
Yeah,
want
I mean, I
tea
think
or-
that would be good for helping you stay in character, yeah.
Cough drop?
I've been. These
I know.
cough drops are every 2 hours.
I
And
know.
let me tell you, I've been popping them.
No one cares about that except you.
Leah does.
That makes sense.
I did when I took cough drops. That also makes sense.
I'm gonna go make some tea.
I know we all have autism, but y'all have autism.
But no, Hannah, the instructions are there for a reason. You have to do what they say.
All they have in them is menthol.
It's like what Hannah said about Nimona, but it's about us. Everyone has autism, but we really said hold my beer.
Yeah.
Right, B?
Yeah.
Didn't you take like a little test the other day that was just
Yeah.
like, hey, you have
Surprise.
autism.
I made the circle full of color.
Oh, I got that one. Mine was like half. It was like you're a little out there, but
Everything
pretty
was
dark.
at
and then it
least-
was like bleh.
Everything was at least 2 notches.
Reminds me of like when I did my ADHD test and like the high score was 60 plus, which is to say, hey, you have ADHD probably.
Mm-hmm.
The max score was 120. I got 115.
Woof.
Yeah, I scored like, you know how like autism assessments are like a lot of them will be like, here's what a normal person scores, and here's what you score when you should be thinking about it, and here's what you score when you're definitely autistic. I would always get like literally like 1 point below definitely autistic, and I'd be like, that doesn't really mean anything. And then one time I took the CAT Q, the one that's about like masking specifically, and it was like, guess what, motherfucker?
Oops.
I was like, oh no.
You mask so much that all around you are familiar faces.
Yeah,
faces.
I always suspected that it took me way more effort to be a normal person than everyone around. But I never suspected
it was masking.
That there was a reason. I just thought I was bad.
Wow.
There's just kind of this moment where you're like, wait, no one else is like not everyone else is pretending. Oh. It's like, I'm really bad at coping with shit. It must just be that I'm a garbage human being. Everyone else is dealing with the exact same stuff I am, but they've got it handled. Me, I'm the problem.
Exactly. No, it's the children who are wrong. And by the children, I mean obviously me.
No, yeah, fun online quiz for you all to try, the autism quadrant test. No, quotient, sorry. Getting my Q words mixed up.
Bucky has replaced his own face with the face of Surprise Pikachu.
My god. I can't tell the difference.
Me, when I find out I'm autistic.
These are the same photo.
When I find out I'm autistic. Hannah, when she finds out she's autistic.
Yeah. Have you actually... Is that a thing now? Because last I heard was ADHD.
Oh, yeah. I'm... Like, it's... Okay, so here's the deal. I was evaluated for autism when I was a small child. I was evaluated for autism and ADHD. And they said I don't have either one. And as an adult, I looked back on those tests. And there's one part of the test that, like... Because the evaluator, what they'd said at the time, according to like their report, was like, she shows traits, but everyone has traits. Don't worry about it.
Like he has traits.
And when I looked back at like the actual evaluation of the test, there was one part of the test where they gave you a series of math problems that were like deliberately really, really difficult and boring for a kid your age. And then they basically left the room and waited to see how long it took you to like get bored and give up on them. And it was supposed to be like a symptom of like ADHD or like autism if you started stimming or something. And she marked the section of the test as non-scorable. And the reason that she did that is because I, who was literally, I think, 7 grades ahead in math at the time that I took it. And that's its own fun story about my upbringing. But I was 7 grades ahead in math at the time. Finished the whole worksheet, and I finished it underneath the table where I immediately got up as soon as she left and did the problems underneath the table using the bottom of the table as a surface. And she said she couldn't evaluate how much I had moved in the seat because I wasn't in the seat. And she couldn't evaluate when I had quit the math problems because I didn't quit them. And so she marked as 0 for the whole section when I should have scored way super high.
It's like, gosh, yes. I mean, this child is doing the perfectly normal thing of hiding under a desk. I
was like laying flat under the desk, kicking the whole time, making little carpet angels. But that's normal, right?
That's normal.
Yeah, everyone does that.
That's something a neurotypical person would do.
That's what I thought.
I can go ahead and edit that bit out if you like, just because that's like to do with your childhood and stuff.
No, I think it's important to think about, like,
yeah, sure.
When is people like talk a lot about like, oh, it's weird that there's like so many adults self-diagnosing, and the fact of the matter is like autism and ADHD research has changed wildly, like just in the past 10 years as we've come to like just really begin to understand what it actually is, and it's getting like study attention.
Yeah, like I was tested for ADHD more than a decade ago, and the science is so fucking different. Mm-hmm. And also they said I cheated, which is I think very interesting.
Yeah, no, I remember that story. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Allie, I don't know if
Same.
that picked up, but she just yelled from the kitchen, I wasn't tested for anything.
Same
When
hat.
Same.
When I was being evaluated, I asked, I was 5 or 4-ish, and I asked the person evaluating me to play Diddy Kong Racing with me.
Yeah.
So that wound
Nice.
up in my evaluation papers.
This child likes
I
video
was-
games.
I was, quote, a masterful Nintendo player.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cute.
that is adorable. I want Master Nintendo
I've seen,
player on my permanent record.
I've seen some people talk about the fact that, like, really they should just have an autistic person do the, like, completely redo the evaluation, because it would just include stuff like, what does electricity sound like?
Oh, God.
If the person gives you a blank stare and says, what are you talking about? This person is not autistic. And it's got, like, a bunch of questions like that. The one I saw that somebody, like, really, like, went in depth on, their last question, which I thought was brilliant, was the last question of the test was reorganize and reorder all of the test questions and then explain your rationale.
Oh my god, that sounds fun. I mean, what? No, that's...
Me too, Dally. Me too.
Me too. Me 3.
Did I mention that I'm technically on the wait list for my assessment now?
Oh, that's exciting.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll take... I think I might have mentioned it. I honestly can't remember. It'll be a year or so, but I'll get there.
Reading about the open gaming license.
Oh, is it good? Is it bad?
No.
It's bad.
It's looking bad.
I
What
don't
is
know
it?
anything about it.
I know they were doing it to partially combat NFTs.
The D&D 1 thing that's happening, where they're, like, revamping about keeping the 5e system and trying to, like, create a system that's, like, a living document instead of, like, releasing version 6 and version 6.5 and all that shit. That part I think is good, actually. But the part that's looking rough is they're using it as an opportunity to change the way the, like, open gaming license works. And previously, like, stuff like the DMs Guild and Kobold Press were able to just, like, release homebrew content with D&D, and that was part of their deal, was it could be, like, advertised as this is companion content for D&D. And they're changing the rules around that a little bit. And previously it didn't look that bad. They just basically wanted, like, a chunk of anybody who was making, like, $250,000 or more off of D&D profits. Which I don't think is, like, totally unreasonable.
Yeah.
But it's looking like they're going to be a lot more restrictive about the types of content, and I'm halfway through the article, so I don't know what restrictions yet, but people...
Mainly, I think NFTs from everyone that I've seen talk about it, because apparently there's been a big issue with people making D&D NFTs, and just...
so much.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why you'd want to combat that specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, has anyone besides me and R heard about the Neopets NFTs?
What?
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
No!
I wish.
I don't know if you know their account, but Izzy did a whole thing, like, a little while ago. I will send you the video.
Is he like Brennan Lee Mulligan's? Is he?
No, a different Izzy. It's,
I have no idea who it is.
she's got really interesting makeup.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you would like her makeup.
Nice.
She's
I
pretty
love
rockin'.
following new people's makeup.
Just generally, just from the thumbnails.
Oh, yeah, very cute.
Mhm.
Oh, that's nice.
She does a lot of, like, very niche internet content.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the NFTs, but the new license takes a strong stance against bigoted content, explicitly stating the company may terminate the agreement if third-party publishers publish material that is, quote, blatantly racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, bigoted, or otherwise discriminatory.
Cool.
Which
That sounds
does
like
mean that
good
there
thing.
are a couple chapters of their own content that they need to de-license, but
Yep.
it's good.
It's a start.
That's a step in the right direction. Like, I think in terms of, like, having kind of having their own internal biases that they're not always aware of when they put out their own content, they still have a ways to go, but that's at least identifying a problem. Allie didn't die, did she? Because she's been gone a while.
She went to the bathroom.
She's steeping her tea and dying.
Okay. I worry about you. You were so in character.
I'm a method actor. She said I'm a method actor.
Hello again, Clover. Table dog.
Yeah. Hey guys. What do you have?
I'm waiting.
That's Bee's idle animation.
Yes.
Oh, Bucky's there too. Hi, Bucky.
Well, you were talking to me.
I was waiting.
That was Bucky's idle animation.
I just thought that's what we were doing.
Okay. Anyways, the article is a bunch of panic fuel with very little concrete information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Nobody knows what's going on. Basically, the only things that we've learned from that article are the document's long and we're scared, and that they're trying to crack down a little on video content, but it's not clear what they mean by that.
Fascinating.
Likely NFTs, and maybe trying to like getting some more people to do licenses for
I don't know, bro.
Real play.
Yeah. I'm not even
gonna
try.
Actual play content has been going up and up lately.
But it also does nothing but publicize their brand.
It's true.
So,
I mean, we do talk shit about D&D and Wizards of the Coast sometimes, but we are also playing their game. So we can't hate it that much.
Yeah. Anyways, so, what would you all like to do next?
Who is the proprietor of this store?
You know, that is a great question, and I'm so glad you asked. I remember who the proprietor of this store is.
Let me see if it's in my notes.
Do you remember their name? And it's a proprietor's name, too.
I remember their name, which I have written down on a document that I do not have currently.
I remember she was saying that she hadn't had a chance to set up very often. It's the first time in a while.
Okay, that's a good hint.
Yeah, but she has been taking a tea break this whole time in the back.
How convenient.
Long tea break.
I mean, combat feels long, but it's in universe.
6 seconds.
Okay, but loud screaming, crying, fighting.
It's a soundproof tea room.
Okay.
Doing her best. Leave her alone.
So was no one managing the shop while the proprietor was in a different room?
Yes, that's correct.
Seems irresponsible.
Listen, it's a small town. She had to pee in the soundproof
tea tent
bathroom and tea room.
Krozu is still just kind of standing to one side, looking around, awkwardly holding a dilapidated Tarask toy.
Small town.
Basically just waiting for Karin to be done, I think. Because I think Karin is the one who can... Is Karin the most magical one, or am I misremembering that?
It's a tie between you and Karin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know this shit. Wait, what's my arcana?
I'm the one with detect magic, if that's what you're looking for.
My arcana's bullshit. I'm waiting for you. And yeah, I can't do detect magic. I should look at the rest of the druid spell list at some point.
If you get Karin's attention, when he's done doing cure wounds, he will come over.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave, kind of try and flag Karan down after he's taken care of the injured kitties.
Kitties. Oh.
Okay, that can be anytime.
Okay. Karan walks on over. Yeah, what's up?
Can you tell what the hell is up with this thing? I thrust the broken Tarask toy at him.
Let me take a look, and I'm gonna do a where's the detect magic? Detect magic. So, oh boy, let's step outside and do the detect magic.
Karan will follow.
Because
Karan,
able to sense magic presence within 30 feet, and we're currently in a magic trinket shop.
That's fair. It lights up though, right? You can tell what. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I can tell what. It's just a matter of like
overload.
Not being overwhelmed.
Totally fair. Yeah, Crozu will follow Karan outside.
So yeah, I'll cast Detect Magic and just kind of do a quick check to see. I'll learn if it's still magical and the School of Magic.
Okay, yeah. You can detect kind of a general sort of vibe that it's an enchanted object. I mean, it's broken, but you can tell it was enchanted, and there's like a little bit of enchantment remaining, even though it's inert. Yes.
Max and Clover Taylor. Okay. Clover will be more interested in it.
Yeah, he was kind of going for it, so I don't know.
Is Max committing crimes?
No.
All for nothing.
For nothing.
Not for nothing.
Was Locksmith's name again? Oh, thank you.
Can I tell like what magic brought it alive?
Yes, that is so interesting that you asked. I do not have to Google the School of Magic really quick. And I know exactly what it is. I am
okay.
I'm trying to remember the Joe Cat song for all the Schools of Magic. All I can remember is Conjuration.
Conjuration, abjuration, transmutation,
evocation.
Okay, yeah. It is a form of transmutation magic. It looks pretty sophisticated. But at its core, it's essentially sort of an animate object spell. It is not itself like a creature or possessed by a creature or anything like that.
Okay.
It is a magical item.
Well, it's not possessed.
Okay, so it's designed to do all the stuff it did?
It seems to be some sort of, you said transmutation?
Yeah. It's the School of Magic is transmutation.
It's some sort of transmutation magic. And it's fairly sophisticated.
So, yeah, I mean, based on the fact that it happened to so many of them all at once, and we didn't see anyone...
I didn't see anyone fleeing the scene as I came up this way.
I see anyone? Anything suspicious? Actually, now that I'm thinking back and flashing back to right before it all went down,
I guess make like an intelligence roll to see if you remember.
Since Club was at the Trinket shop too, can I?
You were not.
Shop.
Well, I mean earlier.
You were present in the Trinket shop at a certain point in the last session,
That's
so fair. I will allow you to make a roll.
It's 14.
Okay, you do not remember seeing anything especially suspicious.
Yeah, 15. So
no. I mean, this display of toys is like new, but nobody was like paying it special attention except some kids who were interested in the new toys.
I'm going to gesture Karen to go back in for us to go back in the shop, regroup with the others.
Okay. Karen will follow it.
Yeah, Crozu will kind of like gesture the others over and then just kind of point to Karen. Karen looked at this thing.
Now that you're back in the shop, you are slightly blinded by all of the magical trinkets, but like you can see traces of a pretty much identical, give or take a few little flares, magic in all of the other toys.
Okay. But nothing else has that same in the rest of the shop at all.
No. Okay. This was all of the toys that were remaining in the shop.
Cool.
From that display, at least, there are like other toys that exist, but they're, it's like the magic sword that makes noises when it swings. It's not the same category of toy.
So yeah, it's some sort of transmutation magic, and it's a fairly complex one, and not something that's, thrown down in a second.
So do we think this could have been something premeditated? Someone enchanted these toys and left before they would go off?
Potentially either that, or they were made to do this after either some sort of trigger phrase or a certain period of time.
It could have been the enchantment could have been manufactured into them, you mean?
Yeah, it's possible. Nothing else in the shop has it, that same kind, so it is potential it's been manufactured with that, but there's no way of knowing.
Where's the person who runs this place? Says Crozu, looking around.
Sorry, I was on a tea break. You all remember my name. No need to introduce myself again. Hello.
Do you know where these came from? I hold out the broken Tarask, which I have, by this point, taken back from Karen.
She says, well, I got them from the same supplier I usually get toys from. I don't know what would be wrong. I mean, they said they had like new products, but clearly they're new products. But I've never had a problem with toys from them before. What's
the manufacturer? Are they known for having rigorous quality testing?
The manufacturers, I don't know. You'd have to check the maker's mark.
I'm gonna search for a maker's mark on little Tarask boy.
Okay. You don't have to search terribly hard to find one.
I look on the underbelly first. That seems the obvious place
to
me
is exactly
to put it.
Where it is. It's on the tummy. And you find stamped into like the pewter that makes up the bottom of it, you find this rune. Or well, it's not like a magical rune. It's like a
stamp. Yeah.
And it will only send it to the general chat for some reason. So that's the chat it's in.
Weird. Wait. Why does that look familiar?
That's a poppy.
That's a poppy. Why does that feel familiar? Yeah, Crozu will say that out loud. This is a poppy. Why does this feel familiar? Hold it out to the others.
Was that the same flower that the group was using? I don't remember. And I don't know the rest of my notes. Okay.
What was the flowers in that field?
Which field?
The one when your people were taken?
Tansy. No, that was Tansy.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Does this sound familiar to us?
Hannah, I don't know if I feel it feels familiar and the image looks familiar, but I don't know if I'm just getting it mixed up in my head with something else. Could Crozu, could any of us, roll intelligence or something to try and remember what this is?
Yeah, roll something.
I would love to roll something. I don't have my old notes.
I beat it.
16. I don't know what I'm adding.
Is it okay, Crystal?
Intelligence? Okay, it's an 18.
Hannah, is it okay for us? Is it okay for us all to roll, or are we nominating?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, thanks.
I've got it.
Roll up and look at my backstory.
Is it is it straight intelligence?
Yeah, it's just an intelligence check.
Okay, I got a 10.
Okay. 17.
None of you fucking remember this.
God!
Not even with an 18?
With an 18, you remember that this means nothing to you.
Okay,
God.
okay.
Okay.
Sorry for the false lead, everyone. It genuinely reminds me of... I know what it fucking reminds me of. It reminds me of Mona's tattoo in Fallout New Status.
I think that one was a lily, but yes.
Yeah. It's because it's like a vertical flower, yeah.
It could also have been like, at the start of the game when you first joined that mercenary guild, like had the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
That might be it.
They're orange, right?
Yeah, so that might have been like a little false memory or something, because like that's where my mind went.
Awesome.
Meanwhile,
Crosy
they just like flowers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
is the flower in this very kind of like name associated with it as well?
No, it's just the flower for the maker's mark.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
I have any knowledge? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Crosy finds it familiar because they're a fucking druid. They need to know about plants. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crozu like flower.
Crosy like flower.
You can tell you've correctly identified it as a poppy.
Woo!
And that means whatever a poppy means to you in your heart.
B, what do poppies mean?
Usually death and remembrance.
Cool!
I'm so sorry, Ali, what were you going to say before I started talking?
Thank you. If this is a gnomish maker's mark, would I be able to use my knowledge of my homeland and tinkerers to roll a history check on this maker's mark to see if I know?
I will let you roll a history check.
Alright, that's not bad. So that's 15 plus 2, so that's 17.
With a 17, you kind of trawl through mentally. You do not know of any like manufacturers anywhere in Nomina that use this mark. You know a couple that use like flowers, but they're like, it's like Daisy toys for kids, like that kind of thing.
Okay.
A poppy is, as B/Mallow has pointed out, kind of an odd pick for a toy manufacturer.
Is it death and remembrance?
Mm-hmm.
Can I hold out the Tarask to the proprietor whose name we all know and say, this is the mark that usually comes on these toys?
She puts on her little like spectacles and looks at it and says, "Oh yeah, see, excuse me, sir, can I see that sword?" And she pulls out and shows you, like, on the very end of the hilt of the sword, the pommel, you can see like a smaller version of this same mark. You notice it's a little more like subtle on there. Like someone really wanted to make it clear who the Tarask was manufactured by.
A forgery.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Can we look at the marks side by side and see if there's any like noticeable differences?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an investigation check, unless you have proficiency with. I will also give this if you have proficiency with any kind of jewelry smithing kit, forger's tools, or calligraphy.
Are we all allowed to roll, or?
I will let one person roll each skill.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit this one out, not my wheelhouse.
I do have a +4 investigation, so if someone wants me to take that.
Are you alchemy for like testing the inks?
Okay, well they're not inks; they're like a stamp into the metal.
Fine. Yeah, okay.
I will allow tinker's tools.
Yeah, I'll roll
Do you
tinker's.
remember what tools I had to it?
We were going to look over that. We hadn't chosen yet.
Okay. Would you like someone else to roll in?
Roll it anyway.
Go
ahead.
Okay.
It was your idea.
Okay. Awful. I know nothing.
Okay.
What'd you get?
A 4.
Alas. Okay.
You do not see any clear differences between these marks.
I'm gonna roll with Tinker's Tools. Would this be intelligence with Tinker's Tools? Or wisdom?
Yeah, I will allow either.
I will use wisdom. And I'll need it. So that's 16.
Okay. With a 16, these were pretty clearly, like, you don't see any like notable differences. I'd say with a 16, you can sort of see that, like, the poppies were carved in like a similar way. It looks like the same techniques were used to make, like, they're two different sizes of stamp. But it looks like the same techniques were used to make the stamps. One of them's just like deeper and has a little more patina.
What can you tell us about this manufacturer?
I mean, well, I've never met the manufacturer in person, but the guy who brings me the toys has been bringing them for years.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to get him.
We all know your name, so we don't need to hear that again.
Yeah, he's Fred X Fred from up in Chilton Village.
Okay.
He runs the Fred X Courier Company.
Fred X in Chilton Village.
Yeah, it's up near the mountains. I mean, everything's kind of near the mountains, but...
And you don't... do you know anything about where the manufacturing company is based?
I think it's also near Chilton. I don't know, I've never had a problem with them before.
Is it the first time that something like this has happened?
Well, yeah, I would never buy these toys again if this happened more than once.
Fair point.
Yeah, you can.
Make sure. She seems legit, but I gotta know.
You never know.
Can I gather up the rest of the little Tinker toys?
Yeah. You gather up like do you want the other toys in the shop made by the same manufacturer, or do you want the like broken bits of toy that attacked?
The attacking toys. I would like to briefly look at this. I would like to briefly look at some of the other toys and look for similarities and differences, particularly in the stamps, but only really if there's anything obvious. As I said, this isn't really my wheelhouse. At the moment, I'm more collecting evidence than anything.
Okay, yeah. Are you... I mean, the toys that attacked you are pretty well taken apart by virtue of you guys hitting them very hard many times and then them all being blown up along with yourselves. But if you're like sifting through those remains, do you want to take apart one of the non-murderous toys and like compare the insides, or are you doing an outside inspection?
Do you know what? I want to take something of roughly the same kind of composition as the toys were. Mm-hmm. And just how you said that the Tarask had a very prominent mark of the manufacturer on its belly. I just want to see if it's as prominent on other toys of that type and size. Because obviously it has to be a small mark on the hilt of a sword because there's not much room.
Yeah, okay. After rummaging around for a little bit, you find a little, like, my first familiar surprise ball. And it's...
Oh my
Is
God.
it a Pokeball?
Listen, Pokeballs don't exist, and you guys didn't want any of Durable Dun's orbs. So...
I wrote them down in my notes so we can come back to them.
Anyways, so it's got like a little like the kit comes with like a hollowed out fake book that the familiar like pops out of, And you open it up, and surprise, it's a pseudo dragon. And it's got kind of a like
pseudo dragon.
Yeah, and it's got like big sparkly gold eyes and like a fuzzy belly. And as you're kind of looking at it, you see that the stamp, which is on this one like on a wing since the belly's fuzzy, is about the same size, but it doesn't seem to be quite the same like depth, and there was no like secondary polishing to make the color stand out.
No patina.
But it is made with the same like size of stamp.
Okay, so it might just be a coincidence, or it might
Those
not.
two?
It could go either way.
I knew the sword was a plant.
I know absolutely fucking nothing. Yet again, that is a nat 1.
Okay.
My God.
Yeah.
Pretty flower.
Yeah.
Pieces.
You.
Pretty flower.
Yeah. Head empty, no thoughts. Snowdrop pees on one of the shelves.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, Dad, did you see me? Did you see me pee?
Oh, my love. Wrong place.
Oh no.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, like a opportunity that's not gonna help.
Okay. If anyone else wants to investigate that with a different tool set, they can.
Sure. I'll go with Tinkers.
Okay.
Can't hurt. It's a 17.
Okay. With the 17, you are fairly confident these were made not only with like a similar stamp, but the same stamp.
Nice. Okay. The adults that were in the room,
Mm-hmm.
are they all attached to a child?
Yeah. It seems like the mom who was casting various mage hands is attached to the one Genasi kid.
Mm-hmm.
And the two dads have brought a brood of 7 children that they're all kind of.
I love them.
Obsessed.
I'm extremely obsessed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're very busy right now, but they do seem to be like taking care of all of the kids.
Good dad.
Okay.
The Heart of the Lions Fantasy Edition.
In my heart, the good dads.
The mom comes up with her kid still kind of clinging to her like a limpet, and says, "Hi, Nike.
Rook. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Good
meet.
work with the mage hands.
Thanks. I tried to help. I never really got into like the advanced magic, but I'm pretty good at cantrips.
You're really good at cantrips.
I can do 4 at once when I have both arms.
That's
very impressive.
Okay, I don't know anything about magic, but that sounds really impressive. My bestie knows a lot about magic, and she said it was really cool.
Thanks.
And are you guys okay? I assume Karin got the kid with the healing earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's healed. You can see the skin still looks kind of fresh across the gash, but she says, "I'm okay. I don't like owl bears anymore."
Oh. Rook says, I don't blame you, but it was just the one owl. Owl bear. And that wasn't, I know that was really scary. But I'm glad that you're okay. And you were really brave.
Thanks.
And I'm going to tip. I'm going to wink at the kid, and I'm going to tip my cap. It's like a newsboy cap. It's kind of ratty. And out of it comes... I don't know if I have to roll for this. 1 second, let me look at it.
A potato.
No.
Wait, is this the hat of...
I have a vermin. Okay. Oh, I can pull out a rat once or twice a day. Okay, cool. I tip my cap, and a cute little rat pops up. A cute, fluffy rat. A friendly rat pops up.
With a cute face.
With a cute face. And I say, She's not an owlbear, but I think she could probably use a friend for a day.
Mom's just like, please don't get my child a pet.
She like gasps and immediately like holds out her hand for it to sniff. She says, "Mommy, can I?" And is gonna like let the rat climb onto her hand. You've cured her. This is the best day of her life now.
Nice.
She can undiagnose herself.
Oh, she already did.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm gonna name it Wyvern."
Is the mom cool with this? I hope so.
The mom has already like experienced the 6 stages of like a parent realizing they're adopting a pet and has moved on to acceptance.
With the
and she says,
Sorry.
you
were saying?
do hat vermin persist, or are they time limited?
Yes, it is a real rat.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "We'll have to get it a cage or something."
I'm just gonna hand the mom like 2 gold.
Yeah.
Crozu is going to glance over from what they're doing over by the shelves and say, "Rats are social creatures. You need to have at least 2." And then go back to what they were doing.
Guys, I can do it once or twice a day, and I tip my hat again.
Nike says, "Cool, 2 rats, 2 rats." and the
Out of character, 2 rats are actually easier to care for than just 1. So
and
just make sure that they're the same sex. Otherwise, you'll have lots of rats.
They're both girls.
Yeah, the little kid like lights up for a second and then goes, "Oh." Yeah, so she now has like a little like what's it called when they're all splotchy? Is that a piebald rat?
Yes.
Yes, he's the rat people.
Yeah, she's got a piebald rat named Wyvern, and her mom has like put her down now so that she can like fully grab the other rats, and the other one's like a little soft brown rat. And she says, "I'm gonna call this one Tarak."
oh my god, these rats are gonna be the final bosses.
This is nice.
You can hear
the mom
crows.
says, "Yeah, we better get them some
Rat food.
You want to get them some. You want to get them some plant-based substrate.
I don't know why this isn't your hat, but the mom like accepts
It's
it.
the bourbon. Of course, it's gonna have like a
A pamphlet on rat care.
Yeah,
Rule of
including
thumb.
like who the local vet is.
No.
Crozu was still just rattling off.
The mom 2 gold.
Crozu is rattling off rat care facts in the background, regardless of whether anyone is listening or not.
Oh, Crozu's autistic.
Crozu's a druid. They love animals. Also, all my characters are autistic because I'm autistic.
Yeah, I was just teasing a little.
Oh, right, yeah. But, like, being a druid and autistic means that animals are your special interest.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Okay, well, that's one crisis solved. You're all welcome, especially the mom.
Yeah, she's like, "Look at their little ears, aren't they so cool?" And Nike's like, "Yeah, so cool."
She's so happy to have new family members in the household, especially family members that aren't gonna live very long, sadly.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Sorry, I made it sad. I didn't mean to.
It's okay, baby.
Anyway,
Okay. Is there anything else that we want to investigate in this shop? Because I'm kind of tapped out. I feel like I know where we're going.
Oh, yeah, I did, but it wasn't urgent, and I've PM'd Hannah about it.
Okay.
Yes, I
Check your PMs.
check my PMs.
Like I said, it's not urgent. It's not even related to what we're doing right now.
Okay.
me too, man.
Yeah. You honking, maybe. So anyways, is there anything you guys want to make sure happens this session before we wrap up? Or okay.
I think while we're all, I don't know
In the same spot.
In the same spot. Maybe like outside the trinket shop. Rook, charred in the face, heavily bleeding.
I got press.
Yeah, he's wearing a nice new cloak.
The only thing uncharred.
Yeah. Pulls out 4 nicely wrapped cloth packages, and hands them around and says, well, I was gonna wait for, when we got back to the guild house and we're comfy next to a fire, but I started to think maybe you guys could use these now. And I'm gonna just hand them over.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
What are they called?
They're cloaks of protection +1, and I need to know who's opening in what order so I can tell you what they look like.
I will say, Crozu will have had to have been pulled out of the shop.
Okay, yes. I mean, we can wait till Crozu's done. This isn't dire anymore.
Okay. Crozu is a little while, let's say just 5 minutes or something, but they do come out.
Nice.
They come out once they realise that everyone else has left.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to open theirs first?
Sure.
Okay, Claude. Your cloak is purple. Like that nice, rich, royal purple.
Yeah, because
with
he's a fancy boy.
Yeah, with fancy gold embroidery.
Fancy boy.
Depicting waves. They're all across the cloak that look like that Japanese painting. The clasp of the cloak is gold, of course.
Of course.
And it looks like a little chain of daisies.
Oh, that's really gay.
Mm-hmm.
Claude is a bit caught off guard. He's just like, thank you. How much was this?
It's a gift.
But how much do I owe you?
It's a gift.
I don't understand.
I gave it to you because I care about you. You're my friend. And you just need to put it on for about an hour and really get to know it. It'll help protect you.
Oh, okay. And he will put it on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll open mine next.
Okay. Yours is a bright yellow cloak with embroidery of mallow flowers,
Okay.
interspersed with sunflowers. And the sunflowers are they're I think big. And then the mallow flowers are little in between. And if you really hate the design of any of these, they can be adjusted.
I will open my next. No, sir.
Okay.
Again,
Yours
not your present to open.
Is a red cloak.
Mm-hmm.
With cool flames.
Nice.
Hot rod flames.
And your holy symbol also is embroidered. Yes. I don't know what your holy symbol looks like. I don't
think sun. I'm pretty sure Paler is
traditionally the sun. I wasn't sure if we were gonna go with that one or go with something different.
It's your god, so it's up to you. No one's worshipped Paler yet in this universe.
It is TBD. There's just a bunch of static there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of static there.
Bus goes
Missing
by.
no.
Oh, no.
Fantasy bus.
Fantasy bus goes by at the exact pace of.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Okay.
Why is he committing crime?
He just has a very strong tail.
He does.
So anxious.
Max, stop
so
while you're
strong.
Crozu.
Yo. I open mine first.
Yes. Is a sort of a rich, sort of it's sort of dirt brown, but nice dirt brown.
Like a nice sort of
nature.
umber.
Yeah. With a dark green tree and leaf pattern.
Oh.
But it seems to be kind of. This will not give you any mechanical advantages, but you can tell that Rook was thinking of camouflage and you might like to be sneaky. And you will notice you feel on the inside of the cloak a little bit of a weight. And if you reach inside, you will find a useful hidden pocket, and on the inside is a little pouch full of trail mix.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, and all of these, by the way, have the daisy chain clasp in appropriate colors, metal. And then Rook's cloak is blue with forget-me-nots and feathers kind of throughout it. And yeah, also has the daisy chain clasp. They're all cloaks of protection +1.
Krozu just kind of stares, holding the cloak limply in their hand after inspecting it, and just keeps staring at it, and they seem to be struck completely speechless.
Oh. Yeah, so anyway, you know how the cats have like their jackets. I thought these might be better, and also they, you know.
These are better than jackets.
Corin has picked you up in a big bear hug.
Oh.
Okay.
Mildly crushing.
Just a little crush. That's a treat.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Be like that.
And then Rick will hug you back.
Are we going to track down this Fred X character right now, or are we, going back to the guild first to, eat, rest?
I think we should read that.
Excellent. I have to go right now immediately. Bye. And Krozu basically starts walking real fast towards the guild hall, and you hear them sniffling as they go.
Claude just kind of, with a puzzled look, kind of watches after Krozu. And he's like, should we perhaps talk to Janie about this incident as well? I don't know if she might have any insight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think Janie would be interested to hear about this.
I think it's important anyways, as the guild of the town.
Yeah.
At a minimum, I don't know. Someone should investigate whether it's us or not, and the more the merrier in terms of resources.
Yes. But no, I think we should definitely investigate this and tell Janie, and then call Janie while we're out.
Claude just kind of.
So we're heading to the guild to regroup?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I will mention, if it's okay with Hannah, I have all the offending toys or parts of toys, all just in a little burlap sack I'm taking back to the guild hall.
Yeah, that's fine.
I keep spare burlap sacks in my knapsack in case I want to go shopping.
Good.
Okay. You guys arrive back to the guild hall without any further incident. You do see Conjurationist Medalkin is already talking animatedly to Janie, who looks as worried as Medalkin looks fascinated.
Incredible.
And she looks up at you guys and says, are you all okay? I heard there was some sort of incident. And she's clearly trying to avoid mentioning it in the hopes that Medalkin is super wrong about stuff.
Claude, having been exploded,
Rude.
then only
Standing next to him.
it's just we're alive.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
The toys were also alive, briefly.
Which is the problem.
That's quite bad. Are the children okay?
Yes.
Are all the children all right? I
They
heard
are.
there were injuries.
Karn and Darksteel and Mother Griselda all took care of it.
Okay. As long as someone's taking care of them.
Yes. We think that we need to go to Chilton.
Chilton?
The manufacturer is in Chilton, and so is the person who delivered the toys, FredX.
FredX? He would never do anything wrong. At least not on purpose. He's an incredibly reliable courier.
Well, then that's even more cause to ask
Maybe he
him.
can tell us about the manufacturer.
I suppose so.
And we'll, I think, info dump on her, everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You should all get some, and she kind of looks at the still kind of bleeding a little. And it's just you all should get some rest before you go, though.
Yes, I think we will.
I made some sandwiches tonight.
That sounds great. I love sandwiches.
Are they? This is out of character. Are they sandwiches like the kind you create in Pokemon?
No, they're good sandwiches. They're not vinegar soaked tofu.
Terrible. Max, you fed them dinner. I remember you feeding them.
And they've been out.
Yes, and they've been out.
Okay, so he's just a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You got something stuck in your eye, buddy.
Yeah.
Poopy butt bones.
No,
Okay.
she has roasted a what looks to be like big old hunk of deer, basically in the southern style, and has created some authentic elven sandwiches for Nert's night off.
Nice. Rook eats with gusto.
Yeah.
Who's Gusto?
What gains egg power?
Please no. Please no. I hatched so many eggs. I hatched so many eggs last night. It was horrible.
Oh my.
Why didn't you just send them to the academy?
Because I needed 4 different species, and I didn't know which were which species.
No.
And they all automatically went to the boxes, so they got mixed in with all the other eggs I hadn't bothered to hatch yet that I was like saving for Wonder Trade.
What were you trying to hatch?
I needed like a surskit and a bounsweet or something because I had like the evolved forms.
The pond by the first town has the thing.
Well, I missed that and I only found masquerades.
Oh no.
Dogs are getting rowdy.
Yeah.
Anyways, the dogs are fucking criminals.
Okay, Clover is fine.
Yeah, that's true. Clover's just like sat down and chilling. But anyways, yeah. So you all settle in for an evening that has been much more relaxing than your day out was. Give or take some dirty street dogs.
Just one dirty street dog. The other is so sweet.
Yeah.
Crozy's hanging out in their room. They will sneak down at some point to pilfer some sandwiches.
Nice.
You open the door to sneak down, and you find a sandwich and some of the little like tuber chips wrapped up in a cloth right outside your room, waiting for you.
This is excellent. This means that Crozu can just swiftly pick the meal up, retreat back into the room, and not risk anyone seeing that they're wearing their cape already.
No.
The capes do take an attunement slot, just so everyone knows.
Attunement.
I'm down
Okay.
to 1.
I'm gonna spend this evening writing a letter home.
Okay. Do you want to do that in character or off screen?
Oh, off screen. I'll send you the letter when I've written it.
Okay.
I also write some letters.
All right. In that case, as you all settle down for the evening, write a few letters back home. And the night falls, and just the very slivers of some new moons rise on the horizon. And that's where we'll end session.
Should I write down long rest?
Yeah. Everybody gets a long rest before what I have you do next.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you all.